Hello, I have returned. So, I have an hour before my roleplay begins. My tabletop, I should say. And so, I thought I'd play a bit of this.
Previously on Life is Strange.
Whoa. You don't know who the fuck I am or who you're messing around with.
Don't ever touch me again, freak! Let's talk about your superpower.
What are you doing here, Max? Stop! Don't come near me!
Not now. It won't work.
I know this isn't pleasant for any of us. Miss Caulfield, please, tell us everything.
Fuck Nathan.
Hey, it's Thelma and Louise.
That's Rachel's bracelet. Why the fuck are you wearing her bracelet?
Calm yourself, all right? It was a gift.
Max, we have to find Rachel soon.
Like you said, it's time to start the search for clues. Welcome to my domain. Let's find what we want and beat it.
Max, you better come check out these files.
Rachel in the dark room. Over and over. That's it. Listen, I found pictures of Rachel and Frank being more than a friend.
I can't believe she was banging Frank. Rachel straight up lied to my face. Why didn't she say anything?
So who do you most want to blame?
My fucking dad, of course. Hello?
No, you don't.
Do you know what it's like to wait for your father to come home when you're a kid? Ever since he died, my life has been dipped in shit.
Chloe, I am awesome. We are awesome.
Hello? Are you even listening, Maxine?
This is totally fucked up. What else have I changed?
Max Caulfield. Hold on. Chloe, you have a visitor.
Yeah, the last thing we saw was that we'd brought her dad back. Like, he's not dead. But Chloe's in a wheelchair. And I'm not sure how we got from there to there. I think the inference being that she was in the car accident instead of him. But she was like 11 when her dad died. Maybe 13. But she still was far too young to be able to drive. So this is like the butterfly effect thing of, because her dad didn't die, something else happened that caused her to be hospitalized to the point where she is now in a wheelchair. I'm guessing an accident of some kind. Like, maybe because her dad was around, he built her a tree house or something and she fell from it and broke a tailbone or her spine, so she can't use her legs or something like that. Or it could be a different timeline entirely where she's been born with a spinal problem that it hasn't grown in properly or something like that. I don't know. But we've twisted the timeline so that Chloe is now paraplegic. I think that's right, isn't it? One of my fiance's close friends was sorry, I'm getting pulled into the story again. He was born so that he couldn't walk. Like, I think he had like a muscle degeneration
Weird
thing,
hanging out with you again.
where he could only use one hand.
I'm glad we are, though.
To
It was nice
see
that you
his...
sent me actual letters. It's more than any of my other friends have done. And you even wrote on that cool parchment paper. That's so Max.
So pretentious. But I love writing on it like an English poet. You deserve the best stationery.
Probably easier to write than to visit me. I don't mean that in a bitchy way. Not totally. You probably wanted to avoid awkward conversations like this.
Pretty much. Yeah.
Look, the worst thing you can do is treat me like a baby. I still want to laugh and talk shit with my best friend. Can we stop? This is seriously the best view of the sunset. What do photographers call that?
The golden
The golden hour.
Yeah, I knew that.
See? Without you here, I'd have no clue. Bet
What
you
a
could take some
morbid
amazing
fucking
shots.
Place to be
Those
going.
beached whales are so sad. I kind of know how they feel. At least, I'm alive here with you.
You're a real survivor, Chloe. I know you have to deal with so much.
I don't want anybody else feeling sorry for me. I can do that. Along with my parents. My dad still feels guilty about buying me that car.
Okay, so it was an accident.
Are you okay to talk about the accident?
We never actually have, huh? There's not much to say. Some prick in an SUV cut me off and I flew into a ditch.
Do you remember everything?
I saw everything in bullet time. I felt my back snap and
Ooh.
that was the last thing I ever felt in my body.
Oh man.
When I woke up in the hospital, I literally couldn't move a muscle.
Jesus. I don't know what to say.
Don't say anything. I'm just happy I did get to see you again. I could have ended up vanishing out of the blue like that girl from Blackwell.
You mean Rachel?
You mean Rachel Amber? When was the last time you talked to her?
Never. I just read about her in the news. I didn't even know her name. You did?
This is such a different world than when we were kids, isn't it?
After that snow and eclipse, it's more like the end of the world.
Do you think?
Do you think so? I haven't kept up with the details.
I have more time on my hands than you. Plus, I'm a science nerd. But none of this makes sense.
I know things seem out of control, but as long as we're together, I don't feel afraid.
Hanging out with you makes me feel like a total kid again. You don't even know.
Listen, Chloe, I'm sorry I haven't been out to see you more. That was wrong. You're my best friend.
Max, thanks for coming out to see me. You're doing awesome.
I don't think so.
My nose is getting cold. Maybe we should get back to my place?
It is hella cold out here.
Hella? I hate that word, no offense.
Oh
None
yeah.
taken.
She won't have met Rachel. I've fallen in love with the word hella. Because in the first game, when Rachel's saying hella all the time, Chloe is like, hella? Why'd you say that? And then she's like, oh, it's from back where I'm from. And then Chloe adopts it because they're like best buds and lovers. This is a really sad moment for Max because she hasn't been there for her friend, basically. When she's gone through trauma. Like, she was there in the first timeline when her dad passed away.
It's
So
a
she
pretty
was there for her?
high-tech lair.
Feels like a high-tech cell.
Oh, she's in the basement now.
But I am lucky my parents bust their ass to take care of me. I know it's hard for them.
They're grateful you're here with them.
Right. Especially when they can't even take a walk alone. Sometimes I act like a total teenage brat just to give them an excuse to yell at me. Pathetic, I know.
Chloe, you're a great daughter. You're kind and sensitive when you don't even have to be.
Trust me, I still get my rage on. Especially when a nurse has to watch while I take a dump so she can wipe my bum. Or when doctors flip me around like I was a science doll.
I can't even imagine. But you're still amazing. You always have been since we were kids.
Thanks again for coming, Max. I, need to get my drink on. Can you bring me some water?
Yes, I can do this. I can also apparently look at everything you've got.
Snow globes are taking over.
Oh yeah. Why is that one separate?
Oh, the snow dough.
Oh, I see.
I guess not everything changed.
That's the one that we accidentally nearly broke. Oh, did we?
Hello, Chloe. She likes fluffy animals now.
That little weird hot dog guy, I'm pretty sure we saw him in the first game. I can't remember how, but I do remember there being a tiny friggin'...
I should offer to put makeup on for Chloe. Not that I can, but it would be fun. Man, Joyce and William built a whole new bathroom for Chloe. They're so great. Chloe's message board since the accident sure looks lonely. It's nice my parents sent a card at least.
Chloe, you know we love you and you're in our hearts and thoughts. We hope to see your smiling face soon. Please be well, Ryan and Vanessa Caulfield.
I wonder who this is. Kind of a generic card.
Dear Chloe, I am so sorry for what happened. I know that I am here for you if you need anything. I hope you feel better and I hope to see you again, Megan.
I wasn't very available to Chloe. Real nice.
Chloe, just thought I'd drop you a quick note to let you know. I'm thinking about you. I feel so lame writing shit like, I hope you are well, etc. I know your life is so different now. I don't want that to get in the way of our friendship. Yes, I haven't been around lately, but that will change soon. I hope you are well. Love, Max.
At least I sent road trip selfies to Chloe. I'm sure that made her feel great.
And there's the hot dog. Is the hot dog someone else's spirit animal? Mouse joystick.
Whoa, Chloe can totally control her computer. It's so great people get this high-tech help. Chloe is still a punk at heart, but she can't stage dive anymore. That's so cool that Chloe has made friends online.
Hot Wheels chat room. Welcome to Hot Wheels chat room. Handybot. For your safety, do not give any personal information to any person in this chat room. You are responsible for knowing the chat room rules. Miss Blue, so what are you doing? Talking with you? Haha, no shit. I'm about to binge on Quantum League. Oh my god, love Scott Bakula rules. So, do you. I hope we can meet soon. Not if you're in San Francisco. Hey, I have to take care of some body work. Let me get back to you while you're binging on Bakula. You better. Hello. Okay, cool. Picture? Nope. Look.
There's the old Chloe.
Oh, there's no water. I'll bring it to you now.
Oh man. She has to use that ventilator just to breathe. At least Chloe doesn't weigh that much. I'm glad I took this photo. Chloe has a new memory of William and her together. Does Chloe look at the garden and think about her childhood? She can't even feel the grass now.
It's gotta be hard to see your friend go from being this happy-go-lucky person that's very adventurous and doing all these amazing things to someone who's feeling sorry for themselves and feeling like a burden. Because she said, like, oh, I have to sit and have this nurse watch me while I poo, and that, I'm sure that feels undignified.
That's a serious heat lamp.
So it must be hard to see your friend be...
That must be her mighty morphine machine. No more bongs for her. I'm glad you think so. Drink up, Buttercup.
Drink up Buttercup.
Oh man.
So uncool.
No wonder my throat is dry. I don't think I've talked this much the whole year.
Have you ever thought about doing a podcast or something?
I wish I could punch your face right now. A podcast?
Why not?
Dude, I am a pod in a cast. Boring.
Ouch. It was just a thought.
I know you're just trying to help.
Yeah, that's become a bad habit of mine.
You sound like an adult now. It seems like we were kids in another life.
What do you remember about us as kids? We all have different memories.
I think about us as little pirates, running and jumping through Arcadia Bay.
Me too. But we're still pirates in our own way.
Yeah, right. Check me out, Chloe of the Caribbean. No way will I get on a fucking boat now. Unless you're with me. As you can see, I can't keep all my other friends away.
You have me.
You have me. I'm not leaving you, Chloe.
Well, you didn't visit me a lot either. I mean, I loved your cards and photos, but...
I know I wasn't around much. No excuses, I'm a loser. But I am trying to make things right.
How? Dude, you're not Supermax. And I'm not trying to guilt trip you. That's what my parents are for.
I know this is a dumb question, but... Are you lonely here?
Yes, dumb question. I don't mind being alone. I can't exactly go party like a rock star, though. Or get in any teen trouble with the folks.
I think Joyce and William are incredible.
Max, the accident has been so hard on them. Our insurance sucks, and the medical bills are fucking insane.
So, my mom had a friend who basically, the way the NHS and I think Marie Curie help with this sort of care is they rotationally send nurses to get you up in the morning, get you cleaned up, sit you in your chair so that you can move around, because they have to put you in, not a bed. And then that nurse will sit for like an hour or so with you and have a chat, and then they'll go, and then around lunchtime someone else will come to prepare you food, feed you, do all the toilet things that they need to do, spend some time and chat with you, feed you, and then they'll go. So my mum said that her friend was in that position, and they would come and put her to bed at like 8 o'clock. So she'd sit up watching movies until like 11 p.m. or something. And she was like, I'm 20. I'm 20 years of age. I shouldn't be getting put to bed at like 8 o'clock. Obviously the service can't always cater to everyone's needs and stuff. Whereas my fiance's friend, John, had had two carers who were with him basically day in, day out. So they'd like pick him up and he'd say like, oh, let's go do this today, and they'd drive him there and they'd do all that sort of stuff. It's easier when you've got friends and you've got people who care for you, who are carers, who become friends. But when you feel like you're passed from pillar to post and you don't have any help, like my fiance's friend did, you've literally got family popping in to say hi and whatever, but you can't really do much with them because, you know, if you wanted to get your chair into the car and all that sort of stuff, like, some people don't have family who know how to do this stuff or are willing to do this sort of stuff, or you know, who are capable of helping you get in your chair, helping you get your chair into a thing, helping you use the bathroom, blah blah blah. So a lot of people end up stuck in the house with the family members who do care for them or things like that. And this is obviously just my perspective from two different people. So my fiance's friend John, he had like amazing. Like he had his parents who had got him, like Chloe's bedroom is decked out. He had his bed, which was much like hers. He also had the lift that took him up into the air and could take him all the way into the bathroom, which was completely fully like disabled access with armrests and all that sort of stuff, ramps, everything that he could have wanted. His parents had decked out his like, he had like a room with a toilet and then his own way in and out of the house so that he would be able to come and go as he pleased, basically, with his carer who'd come in. His carer, Andy, like, they were basically just the coolest best friends ever. They got along so well. And then he had 2 other carers who obviously came and looked for him as well, but I personally remember Andy the most because I just saw him with Andy, because Andy would take him to the pub, he'd have a few beers with us, and then Andy would come and pick him up to take him to the toilet and to drive him home. And because Andy was like the designated driver, all of them could get out of their faces if they wanted to, and then Andy would drive them all home, and John would make outrageous like demands like, "You're taking us to here on the way home, we're getting pizza, we want 3 pizzas, we want this, we want that." And Andy, like, just amazed, and wingman would just be like, "Yes, let's get this done, let's get you all pizzaed up, guys, and let's get you all dropped off." And then obviously John would be the last person you drop off and stuff. So it's like chalk and cheese, the difference. John had this amazing system in place where people, like, he had comfortable life comforts, basically, and friends. And then my mum's friend felt like she was being treated like an old lady who was like, "Oh, you've got to be in bed by a certain time and we'll come and make you cups of tea and we'll have a natter," and that sort of thing. She wasn't like going out and getting drunk with her mates and going to discos and stuff, where John was. Like, John was going out to the pub with his mates, getting sozzled. Then he was like going to like, well, I remember we had him over at barbecue. He was a gamer as well, so he had a gaming channel and things like that. Like, he had loads of stuff going for him. My mum's friend didn't. So it was, when you've got something like Chloe's situation where her parents can't afford to keep, I assume they can't anyway, because we're about to ask, can they pay? But because Chloe's just said the bills are kicking her ass, I'm going to assume that they're struggling to pay. But when you have the only people who are looking after your family, like my friend Lydia, her sister was born with brain damage from, I think it was a medical problem. Like, they didn't get her out of the birth canal soon enough, so she had no oxygen. But they could have done it. There was basically a bit an accidental malpractice thing that happened. So her mum was her sister's primary carer, and they had like their car fitted out for her and their house with a little lift and all that sort of stuff sorted for her. So there were things in place, like her mum had a carer who would look after her youngest daughter while her and her elder daughter would go on holiday together, so that they got a breather, because you want to care for your family, you want to be there for them, but it's exhausting. Like, I have 2 toddlers, they exhaust me, and they're in bed now, so I have chill out time, I have downtime. When you have a child who has a disability, you might not get as much downtime as people whose children don't have a disability. And that's not a bad thing, but it can be tiring. So there's things in place, like for children carers as well. They'll have a day where they can go and just be a kid, because for the rest of the year they're caring for their parent. So, you know, if you don't have these things in place where you can get a breather and stuff, tensions can be high, and especially if you've got bills to pay and you can't afford it, and, you know, it can make life difficult. It can really make life difficult. So I can understand Chloe being lonely, because the onus isn't on her to do the stuff anymore. The onus is on her friends. And her friends aren't stepping up to the challenge and being there for her. And we can't exactly blame them, because it might be an uncomfortable situation for them to get into. And it looks like Chloe's making friends online with people in like-minded situations to her and stuff like that. So it must be hard for Chloe to sort of acclimatise to her closest friend Max fucking off. and sending her pictures. Oh, here's me, like, climbing mountains on a beach, doing all this fun stuff that you would love to do, but since your accident, you're unable to do it. So it must be a difficult situation for Chloe to be in, and for her to feel like she's putting her family in. It's not her fault. Like, her family would be happy to do it. And, you know, the medical practices and stuff of America, insurance-based and stuff like that, is atrocious. Like, when I hear how much it costs to have a baby, I've had 2. I wouldn't have been able to afford to have 1. Like, I wouldn't be able to afford to give birth. Like, and since both of my births were complicated, it would have been so much more money. I couldn't have had my kids at home because I just kept bleeding. The bleeding wouldn't stop. I would have just died. Like, honestly, if I'd have been born in the 1800s and been a Victorian woman with the shit medical practices that were going on then, I would have died in both of my children's births. My son ended up being an emergency C-section because he couldn't come down the canal. He was back to back, and he kept coming down but shooting back up with each push. Too much information, but that's true. And then my daughter, so he ended up being an emergency C-section because after 3 days of being in labour, I was tired, my 2 birth partners were tired, and the baby was tired and getting a bit stressed from not coming out of the birth canal. So I was taken spinal tap, emergency C-section, all that sort of good stuff. And then obviously they sewed me up, and I lost 1.8 litres of blood in the situation, and they managed to suck it all up, put it through a cell salvage machine which cleans your blood, and then you can use it again for infusions. So they cleaned my blood and infused my own blood back into me, which doesn't count as a blood transfusion because you're not infusing someone else's blood. So I could still, at that point, technically give blood. And then they gave me iron tablets, and I was all tickety-boo. And then the same thing happened with my daughter. I gave birth to her naturally. Don't know why she worked that way, but she did. She, like, I said, oh, I feel the edge to push, and they went, go with that feeling. And it was like 4:50 when I said I feel the edge, and at 4:51 she was born. It took 1 minute. One round of labour in contractions, 1 round of contractions, and she was here. But straight after that, placenta was checked, everything was fine, but I was still bleeding. And they put like pads under the bed, and if you bleed too much, they like weigh the amount of blood that's coming out of you. If you bleed too much, they like knock you unconscious, take you to a different room and sew up your internal uterus, because mine was basically my uterus was freaking out because it thought the placenta needed to detach. So the way it does that is by building up blood and sort of letting it gush out, because that flushes the placenta away from the wall. Because you have a K injection in your leg, which a vitamin K injection in your leg, which makes the placenta come away easier. Don't know the science, just know that's what happens. So the placenta came away from the wall, but my body was like, placenta's still there, let's try and get rid of it. Blood, 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 blood. And then it got to a point where the doctors were like, yeah, we need to fix you, let's get you outside. So that happened. So if I'd have given birth to my kids at home to avoid medical charges and stuff, I still would have been rushed into hospital, and I'd have had to pay for an ambulance to pick me up. I'd have had to pay for the surgery to sort me out. Both my kids ended up having jaundice, so I would have had to pay for jaundice treatment. They were both under the lamps and being monitored for a week. So I stayed in hospital for a week with my son, and then I stayed in hospital for a week with my daughter. I want more kids, but kids are complicated. Like, my fiance is like, no more, we're good. Like, it was hard for you giving birth, and it's just hard having kids, so let's not have any more. Like, we love them, they're brilliant, let's stop at 2. So if giving birth can bankrupt people, this is a whole new kettle of fish, because this is long-term medical care. Bag of morphine, geez, like, I wish I had my phone so I could literally just Google how much a bag of morphine would be in America, because that's going to be ranging in like the $300-400 bare minimum, like, amounts. They sell saline solution, which is salt water, for, like, fucking loads of dollars. So let's just say, can they pay?
Can they pay all the bills?
No way. They keep the numbers away from me, but it doesn't take much research to find out I'm costing my parents almost $1 million a year.
Chloe,
Fuck.
you're priceless. No pun intended.
Chloe Price.
You are such a geek. That's why I love you. Of course, I know a geek when I be one. See, I'm practically a human entertainment system. It would be sweet to chill out together and watch a movie like when you'd spend the night at my house.
What do you want to watch?
I think I'm in like a mellow Blade Runner mood. I always cry at the end. Plus, you know I always wanted to have cool colored bangs like Pris.
I know. You would look incredible with blue hair. Now let's get this show on the road. And you better not fall asleep on me like you always do when we watch movies.
I remember, Max. Swear I won't fall asleep. Not when you're here. Not yet.
Draw?
Ah, here's the DVD.
Let's open this drawer just in case.
Oh my god. I made that mix for her when we were
Oh,
12.
look at them. That is doing so cute.
You're really my only friend who kept in touch.
That's so sad. It's such a lovely moment. Just hanging out with your friends. I love DVDs. Like, just chilling out and watching DVD with your friends. It must be uncomfortable having to sleep sat upright. I'm sure you get used to it. I just know when I was younger, if I had like 2 pillows, by the end of the night, one of them was on the floor because I just couldn't.
I cannot believe
Be
you
even
fell
slightly
asleep
upright.
so fast. How dare you?
I know you were beat down after the day with me,
Mhm.
and Blade Runner is a pretty dreamy movie to watch at night. Do you think Deckard is a replicant? Sorry, I can see you're not wide awake like me.
No, I'm sorry I crashed so hard. Were you okay?
I do have a mother and father when you're not falling asleep on me.
You are a bitch in the morning.
It's the company I keep.
Mhm.
Yesterday was such a blast.
It was great seeing you.
I know things were different when we were just dorky kids, but being with you made me feel like when we were little pirates, jumping and running through the forests again. It meant a lot to me just to chill out with you and bullshit. Fuck. I'm getting my regular head pains. Can you, pretty please, go upstairs and get my morphine injector in the bathroom?
Morphine injector?
It's total Star Trek shit. You can't even see the needle. Seriously, I need it. My parents keep the swag upstairs because they think I can't get to it. But you can, Max. Like a pirate, right?
I'm on it, Chloe. I still can't believe I put Chloe in that chair.
Yeah, that's gonna be hard to deal with because this is like you're the one who put her there. Like through no fault of her own, she was just trying to help. It's the TV.
Damn. This is just for Chloe's basic supplies.
Jeez, oh.
Bonjour. That's great they finally went to Paris.
Victoria. Oh. Maxie, busy girl, avoiding homework as usual. I told you I'd help you out. You never let me help. Okay, drama, stop, and you help me by caring. I do try. By the way, I scored that killer bud from you-know-who for your info. Save me a bowl, gotta bounce, talk to you later. Come to my room tonight. Max, are we cool? Just wanted to make sure since you walked away so fast. Nathan was worried too. If you want to talk, hit me up, Kay. Love you. Max, if you're mad, just tell me, Kay. Silence. So if you want to talk, my door is open. Love you. Who are we friends with? Oh my god, are we friends with everyone? Okay, so that's Victoria. Dad, have a special 18th. You're an adult now, but you're still a little girl. Check your account. Don't blow it all at once. Taylor. Max, thanks again for taking me to see my mum. I think she wants you for a daughter instead of me. I think not. Your mum is badass like you. Yeah, right. I cried like a bitch. So did I. You just didn't see me. It's okay to cry. It gets old. My stupid phone is about to die, so call me back. Okay? Nathan. Yo, Max, you around? In the dark room developing shots for the contest. Sweet. So no 2 whales for you? Not yet. I'll see you guys later, though. Peace out. Nathan doesn't seem like a dick when you're his friend. Happy birthday, Maxine. Can't believe it's 18 whole years since you were brought to us. Maxine, this is your mum. We need to talk about some of your bills. Are you there? Yes, give me some time to answer. I can't just text in every class. Some teachers get super pissed when people use their phone. Yes, because it's super rude. And please don't be so snippy. Sorry, long day of homework. You're not the only one, and that's why we're wondering if you need to spend so much. We want you to have everything you need, but your scholarship doesn't cover everything. You said I could use your credit card when I needed it. I only bought film, not a camera. Maybe it's time to go digital. I'll call you later. I have to go. Don't pout. Love you. Hey, honey. I hope you didn't forget to water the plant we gave you, but don't drown it either, Mommy. Hello, Max. This is William. If you want to contact Chloe, you can use this number. She would love to hear from you. See you soon. I hope. Bye. Hello, Chloe. Maxine here. I know it's been a while. I just wanted to let you know I'm going to Blackwell Academy now. I hope this is still your number. Max is back. Blackwell, that's so awesome. You rule. Best of all, we can hang again. So yes, this is still my number. Cool. I've got a buttload of homework, but we'll get together soon. Don't tease me. It's been too long. I know. I'll see you soon. Wave. Alyssa. Hey, Max. It's a shame that you hang out with those people. I thought you were different. Alyssa, I saw you throw that teepee at me. Oh my god, I was so not aiming at you, I swear. Don't do it again. What? Why is Alyssa the bad guy in this timeline? She was like really sweet and had people picking on her all the fucking time.
Just shoot me now.
They gave Chloe their giant expensive HD TV, and they use her shitty tube television.
Oh, that's nice. Well, I guess she uses it the most, so that's gonna make the most sense.
To think that our destiny is linked to goddamn car keys.
Yeah, man, that is harsh. Like, just hiding some car keys can fucking massively change life, destiny, etc.
The house looks so great. William finally had the time to paint the house and fix up the garden.
I was gonna say, I'm sure it was white. Dead birds.
Look at all these dead birds. It's happening here too?
Yeah, we keep we keep stopping people from dying. Grave.
I'm sorry, Bongo Kitty, but you passed on before I changed this reality.
Oh. I wonder if that's in...
Chloe actually moved our drawing so she could see it from her room. Chloe. Oh man, the swing is gone now. It must have been sad for Chloe when William took it down. I'm glad Chloe gets a room with a view.
That must have been like a real dick move. Like, Chloe sees us through the window like, yeah, can you get my morphine? The thing I asked you to get for me, please. So I didn't draw the butterfly. I thought I had, but then I rewound.
Choice is a food coupon boss. No change to spare anymore. Now it's back to cookies.
Oh. I see. Hook, line, sinker. Ass-kicking robot leg. Missing donuts. William doesn't sound happy. Like he's just sighing on the table.
This insurance is worthless.
Oh shit. He's going over his...
They might get their own home taken away because of medical bills. That's terrible.
Dear Mr. Price, this letter is to notify you that you are in default of your payment obligations on your home loan account number 783. This current account holds the amount of $12,000 payable by August 1st, 2013. The amount has been overdue since March 1st, 2009. You've ignored multiple requests to make this payment or reconsolidate your debt. Unless the full amount of $12,000 is received within 15 days, we must begin the foreclosure process on your home. We have given you more than adequate notice of this issue, and we have no other options left. Best, Donald Clamp Lenders. Fuck. This is so hard.
These whales are just a preview of the tornado to come. And the Prescott Foundation? Jesus.
Beached angels looking for the whales. Whereas the Swords of Arcadia Bay once acted as a lovely gateway to the Pacific and beyond, now locals and tourists face the sad, surreal image of grey whales that inexplicably swam to land, and to their doom. The whale pods were spotted early morning on Wednesday, October 9th, and within a few hours at least half a dozen were dead or dying on the shore. Smartphone footage does not reveal any unusual ocean conditions or excessive pollution. Meanwhile, ecologists and marine biologists from across the country are carefully studying samples from the whales and environment. The Prescott Foundation has vowed to provide extra research funds given the local scope of this economy mystery. Continued
Rachel
on next
Amber
page.
is even missing in this reality. I guess I can't change everything.
Search for popular teen continues. Blackwell honor student Rachel Amber has not been seen for over 6 months, yet her family and friends have only intensified the search for the 18-year-old Arcadia Bay resident. Police and FBI have few leads and little information in the case, which has caught the interest of national reality show Where Did They Go? The Amber family has offered a reward for any information leading to the whereabouts of their daughter. For more details, please contact help@findrachelamber.org.
Hey, William. Am I bothering you?
Why, yes, Max. I love going through bills. Kidding. How can you bother me? I haven't seen you in forever.
I know. You look exactly the same. It's so cool.
Good. Or I'd be scared if I didn't look like me. Of course, you seem more adult now. So what's on your mind?
Karen?
I was impressed by Chloe's room and all the high-tech equipment.
You should be. We could buy a few mansions for what it all costs. The insurance helps, but I don't know, Max.
I know it must be hard on you guys, financially.
These bills are more like crushing. We have to mortgage our home, and that's pretty scary. But we'll get through it. Price is always right. Get it? No?
No.
So you finally made it to Paris.
Oui, as they say. Not me, because I can't speak French. But it was a great experience, especially for Chloe.
I can see her loving it there. You guys rock for going on a family adventure like that.
She talked about going to school there, but that's not practical anymore. It's not fair, Max.
I don't know how to say this, but I'm truly sorry about what happened to Chloe.
Me too. All it takes is a few minutes to change a girl's whole life. But she's alive. She's been a trooper.
Is she mad at me for not staying in touch? She should be. I have no excuse.
She was disappointed, but she knows you care. And I know how hard it is to process all this. It's taken us years.
William, I just want you to know that whatever happens, I'll always be here for Chloe. Always.
I know you will, Max.
Being around you and Joyce again is so nostalgic.
Very old school, as they say. I think it's great for Chloe to see you. Makes Joyce happy, too. So, it's not all bad news in Arcadia Bay. Or is it?
Crazy weather.
What do you think is going on with all of this crazy weather and animals dying?
Nobody knows, right? It is Nostradamus type shit, pardon my French. But all I actually care about now is Chloe and Joyce. My family.
I was reading about that missing girl, Rachel Amber.
Oh, yeah, she went to Blackwell, right? Oh, poor thing. That's a real nightmare for a family. I get scared thinking about Chloe and that we might lose her someday.
The Prescott family might be bad news. What do you think about them?
Evil. Next question?
Sounds like you know them well.
More than I want to. But Joyce has to work for those greedy bastards at Pan Estates. I don't even like to think about it.
I have to go see if Chloe needs anything. It was so great talking with you again.
You act like it's the last time. And please, keep me from these bills whenever you want.
Oh, I just sneezed into my own hair, like gross little... Ugh.
They're drowning in debt. Just to take care of their daughter.
Your joint account has been
Such
closed
bullshit.
and is now 6 months overdue. Please send a check or money order for £3,458 payable to Happy Credit Card. Dear Mrs. Price, due to recent state and federal cuts, we regret to inform you that your health insurance no longer covers Chloe's physical rehab. We can reinstate Chloe at a standard rate of $1,250 per week.
Joyce and William never had a garage sale before.
They need one. They need money. Like, needs must. People will do anything to make sure that. Oh, I
Chloe's
wonder what
door
they did.
doesn't have a warning anymore. A blue butterfly? I'm sure this is a total coincidence.
I'm not sure it's a total coincidence.
At least we never had to hide from Step Douche. I guess we stopped growing up together. I'm still overwhelmed by this new reality. And I feel so guilty for putting Chloe and her family through this. I could give Chloe the choice of keeping William alive, but that would be cruel. But then I see that they're a family again, and who am I to judge?
It's sad because they're happy to be a family, like a unit together, but they are drowning in debt.
I never heard much about William's brother.
Hi Bill, sorry for not staying in touch since the accident. Work's been piling up and I'm being sent to Salt Lake City to oversee a new parking lot. You have to go where the work is these days. I wish I could have sent you a bigger check, but you know the story, money is nobody's favorite thing. Maybe I'll see you next spring for a visit. Kiss Chloe and Joyce for me. Hang in there, Billy. Your brother Aaron. This is so sad because...
Shoes. Chloe always did love stomping around in her boots. Toys? I kinda wanna open this and see what's in here. They bought crutches for Chloe, hoping she might walk again.
Man, this is depressing as all shit.
Too bad Joyce and William can't get any help from the Prescott Foundation.
Dear Joyce, thank you for keeping me updated on Chloe's condition. I can only imagine the struggle you and William are going through. I'm so sorry that I can't help you with alone at this time. Like everybody else, I'm underwater with my own medical bills. Please give Chloe a hug and best wishes. Love, Aunt Dorothy. See, this is the sad thing of when medical care becomes a capitalist agenda. It's like people in America really shit on the NHS, like they think that it's really bad or something. The only bad thing about the NHS is wait times, and the wait times have only gotten bad because it's massively underfunded. And to be honest, I don't mind the wait. Like, if I'm in an emergency, they see me straight away because they prioritize.
Nothing here.
If I go to A&E and it's like a broken arm, I can wait with a broken
it's cool
arm
that Chloe uses natural medicine too.
to get a cast put on.
How's it going, Time Tripper? Funny. I think I look older. The bathroom looks almost the same. Just more medicine.
The other side? Yeah.
Here it is. I never thought I'd be delivering morphine to my best friend.
Oh, there's someone here.
Oh,
shit.
Max, it is so nice to have you around.
Hopefully
Joyce is
Steve will just
already a
let me.
supermom.
Supermom Leave the Family by Dr. Bill.
Huh. Joyce used to hate smokers in the diner.
Good morning, Max. Oh, you and Chloe are so much quieter now than when you were kids.
I remember. It's nice waking up in your house again.
Oh, William and I love it. Finally seeing you and Chloe together after all these years. After the accident.
I have to tell you how much I love seeing you and William together again.
He's been such a hero through all this. Chloe and I are lucky to have him.
Chloe and William seem like they still get along so good.
Yeah, those two are closer now more than ever. Chloe will actually listen to William, while she usually ignores me. Oh, it's so cute when they gang up on poor old me.
You rule, Joyce.
Shit, things would be different if I did. I like how you think, kid.
How are you doing, Joyce?
I'm doing the best I can, Max. I won't lie, it's difficult, but nobody said life was easy here in Arcadia Bay.
Do you know somebody named David Madsen? He, might hang out at the Two Whales.
Well, that was random. Yeah, he's a bus driver. He comes in sometimes. Cute, quiet. Why?
Oh, I was just curious.
You always were. Nice to see that everything doesn't change.
Plus, you guys have to work, too.
Bill and I have no time for ourselves. We're working more than we're living. I even had to take a part-time gig at Pan Estates. Ugh.
Do you know the Prescotts?
I know that Sean Prescott won't be happy until he owns everything in Arcadia Bay. Stay away from his son, Nathan.
So, what do you think is going on here with all of this eco-havoc?
Maybe Arcadia Bay just wants to be left alone. I know the feeling. Honestly, I don't give a shit about too much outside our house.
I don't blame you, Joyce.
Except now we have dead birds and beach whales outside our front door. So maybe I should care, for Chloe's sake.
I wish I was a better friend. I know Chloe doesn't get many visitors.
Oh, Max, you're Chloe's best friend for a reason. You're here exactly when she needs you.
I hope so. You guys do such an amazing job taking care of her.
We can only do so much, and she gets damn sick of her parents. That's why it's so important you came to spend time with her. Max, Chloe's condition is not improving. Her respiratory system is very weak, and she... Do you know what I'm saying?
Joyce. I'm so sorry you have to go through all this.
Bad or good, I embrace every moment with my daughter and my husband. This is what it means to be a family, and we'll always be one, no matter what.
I better get back to Chloe now. It's good talking with you, Joyce.
You too, honey.
Okay. I searched everything before I go. There's nothing. Keep pressing the wrong button. Just been playing Breath of the Wild, so. I don't think I have my camera to be able to take pictures now anyway. Okay. The Eiffel Tower. Okay, my roleplay starts in 2 minutes, so I have to go. But I will just merge this with another one, so this isn't the end. See you again in a short amount of time. Hello, welcome back. We're playing Life is Strange, and it's the same doodad as yesterday. I have roleplay today in an hour, so we're gonna...
Finally. Give me the blue pill.
Combine the last one
I'm
and this
nosy,
one.
but not precise.
Go ahead and plug it right in. It's so easy. And painless.
Okay, but get ready to yell for your folks if I screw up.
Oh, trust me. I will. Of course, my pain just keeps getting worse. But you caught me on a good day. Max, I'm so grateful that I'm even able to hang out with you. See, I'm getting mushy. I'm already high.
You're so adorable. Do you want anything else?
Stop me if I'm being too emo, but can you grab one of the photo albums over there? I'd like
That
to
is
check
not
out
emo.
some old pictures of us when we were kids.
No, that's really sweet.
Please. My diary is like emo ground zero. Plus,
Well, that's
Max
a good point.
Caulfield does not pass up a photo op with Chloe Price.
Have we added anything
Ever.
new to our September 4th, 2013. So much to do. I wish I could slow down time, especially to register all the cool things that have happened since I'm back in Arcadia Bay. Blackwell rules. Okay. Yes, I'm older, and thanks to Vic and Nathan, I'm now a bit more fashionable too. They surprised me with the most beautiful straw pork pie hat. Wrapped it up furoshiki style. Best birthday party ever. Also, drunkest. I can't sleep. Hey, dear diary, remember me? Busy, Max, busy, busy. Can't right now. Must shoot. We live. It must live. Must befriend. Should rekindle with Zoe too. But must vortex first party time. Ew, who is she? Oh yeah, we only know ourselves because everyone else is like completely different now. Oh, okay. Can we take a picture of I don't think we can take pictures.
Does Chloe look at the garden and think about her childhood?
Okay, well we can't take a picture
She
of
can't
that
even feel the grass now.
window frame, so it can't be that window frame. But it also looked like there was something hanging in it, so photo album. Was I given the option to open these drawers earlier?
Despite everything, they're still a happy family again. It's cool that in this reality, Chloe really loves skating too. Wowzer. Chloe was a straight A student. She could have gone to any college.
Wow.
Gutless bastard. I am so glad Chloe stole your bullshit fund. Even if it wasn't another reality.
Blackwell Academy, the 8th of August 2011. Dear Mr. and Mrs. Price, as principal, I am in sympathy with your numerous requests for Chloe's special needs in regards to her wheelchair and class accessibility, etc. Blackwell prides itself on making sure students with disabilities receive full compliance under the Americans with Disabilities Act. However, given that the campus and buildings have all been constructed pre-1977, our school has not yet undergone the modern renovations necessary to fulfill all the needs of your daughter and her regrettable condition. Sadly, with recent deplorable federal cuts in education, it will take many more fundraisers to help to fully update Blackwell Academy, but that day will come. Chloe is without doubt an amazing student with great potential despite her handicap, and I believe she would find a more fitting, rewarding scholastic environment at the H. West Miskatonic Institute in Bolton. They have a rich legacy of disabled graduates, and I know that Chloe would achieve her usual academic leadership in more comfortable surroundings. With her outstanding GPA, there is no doubt that Miskatonic would welcome Chloe with open halls. I hope you will seriously consider this suggestion, as I am sure your daughter would prefer to attend a school that can cater to her many needs. In the same spirit, I've also included closed brochures for other potential schools in the Oregon region. If you have any questions, please contact my office. Sincerely, Principal Wells. What a dick. Yeah, as I was saying, a lot of places don't accommodate wheelchairs and stuff. Like Chester, when I was living there, it was you'd have to go like down a back route to get onto the rows, and I think you could only do that maybe on one side, so it's a bit crap. Same with Liverpool, a lot of listed buildings.
Is that okay?
Perfect. Oh my god. Look how little we are there. We look like toys.
I remember that day by the lighthouse.
My dad was pissed at us. He actually tried to give us a timeout.
And you laughed at him. My dad would have banished me.
Turn the page.
Whoa, awesome picture. We look so badass in our pirate gear.
We should have taken over Arcadia Bay when we had the chance.
There's still time for you.
It's really sad to say there's still time
man.
for you.
There we are making pancakes. I love that shot of us. It's hard to believe my dad took that picture only 5 years ago.
Literally seems like yesterday.
Literally.
I wish it was.
Me too. This photo... Maybe I could...
Listen, Max. My respiratory system is failing, and it's only getting worse. I've heard the doctors talking about it when they thought I was zonked out.
Oh, it's gotta be hard.
So, I know I'm just putting off the inevitable.
Oh, God.
While my parents suffer along. And I will too.
Oh, God.
This isn't how I want things to end.
What? What are you saying?
I'm saying that being with you again has been so special. I just wanted to feel like when we were kids running around Arcadia Bay and everything was possible, and you made me feel that way today. I want this time with you to be my last memory. Do you understand?
Yes, I do.
All you have to do is crank up the IV to 11.
I like the reference, but not the time. I don't know.
Chloe, I really don't know if I could do this. I had another friend who wanted to end it all, and I did everything I could to try and save her life. How can I be responsible for ending yours? I mean, there's gotta be another way.
Max, you were there for your friend, no matter what. Now I'm asking you to help me the same way.
I want to help you, Chloe, but I think my help is hurting.
At least you have a choice. When you want to make a decision, you can just do it. Look at me. I'm at the mercy of everybody. For once, I want to make my own choice. The most important one of my life. Please. Help me, Max.
Oh, fuck. I thought I'd... Okay, I mean... Here's the issue. I'm all for people who well reason out that they definitely want to die, deciding to go to Dignitas and stuff like that. And that's their decision, and they do it themselves because legally they have to, so they make it as easy for that person to do it. Because people should be allowed to not feel like they're just stringing themselves along when they're in pain, or they're, you know, I guess feeling burdensome on people and stuff. I don't know, because it's not like she's got a mental disorder like depression that can be fixed so that she'll be in a better situation. She just feels like, if I die now, my parents won't go down with this sinking ship. I mean, I guess it doesn't matter what we do because we know we're about to jump into that photo and go back, right? Oh, but what if we don't? What if this is like... I mean, she begged me, and she wants me to do it so that she can do it before her parents are in so much debt that they're basically gonna remortgage their house and stuff, which they're planning on doing. Fuck. I guess I have to accept. I have to help her.
I'll just drift to sleep, dreaming of us here together. Forever. Thank you so much. I'm so proud of you for following your dreams. Don't forget about me.
Never.
I love you, Max. See you around.
Sooner than you think. I'm sorry, William.
Someday Dad'll get one of them newfangled computers.
I hope the flash didn't scare you, Max. This is a keeper. Hello? Hey, honey. What? Oh, I didn't know you had to get groceries. Of course I'll come pick you up. Shit, where are my keys?
That's $1 for the swear jar.
You mean your college fund?
Oh, is she gonna ban it so that she can't come back and do it again?
Aha! You can't hide from me forever. And no Chloe and Max wine tasting session.
Dad.
Don't blow it, because tonight your mother promised to make us a world-famous salmon surprise with chocolate cake for dessert. Max, you'll be here too, right?
She's never leaving me.
That makes all of us.
This is just as painful as what we did for Chloe, because it's like we
Max, you were
killed.
being so fucking strange. Like you're never gonna see us again.
Chloe, I'm so sorry. I tried to make things different for you. I did try. I'm sorry.
I don't know exactly what you're talking about, but come on. You have made things different, like my whole life. You're my best friend. I've got you and a great family. What's to be sorry for? We'll be best friends forever. And when we grow up, we're taking over the world.
Listen, whatever happens, I want you to be strong. Even if you feel like I wasn't there for you. Because I will never abandon you, Chloe. I'll always have your back. Always.
Oh man. Oh, it's gonna go back, isn't it? Yeah, back to his funeral. Her alone with her backpack. And then the next one's her fighting with her stepdad. Oh no, it's them two getting married. Stepdad and her mom. And this is the one where it's her fighting with her stepdad because it's her birthday. Yeah. Oh, her car wrecked. To her and Rachel? So it's all reset back to the way it was. We haven't changed it so much so that oh, that was a hard set of scenes to deal with, because it was like we kill William through inaction, we kill Chloe through action, and we would have killed Kate by not knowing the right things to say, basically. So Max has just appeared in her best friend's bedroom again.
Yes.
Whoa, down, Max. You get one kiss, now you're all over me?
I'm so glad you're here.
You sound high, but thanks for the morning grope. Since we were up all night playing CSI Arcadia Bay, I was still spaced out here trying to put all this info together. Max, did you forget we've gone over this? I hope you weren't messing around with time while I was sleeping.
Not anymore. I'm just spaced out too. Welcome back to the real world, Max. I don't think I can ever tell Chloe about what happened.
I think you can, and I think you need to.
Let's look at the big board and see all our pieces in the puzzle so far. That snow dough always makes me think of William and Chloe. I should have known just erasing that phone message wouldn't stop the police.
Miss Price, this is Officer Anderson Berry, and since we have your contact info on file here, we'd like you to come by the station on Monday morning at approximately 8 AM to answer a few questions about any information you may have regarding a recent break-in at Blackwell Academy and the fact your car was identified in the parking lot around the same time. We look forward to clearing this up, Officer Berry. Okay. Wallet?
This
That's
butterfly
what-
photo
oh.
seems like a million years ago.
It's
How much
Chloe's.
time have I altered since? I'm so sorry, William. It's not fair you had to die twice. There's Chloe's cash stash. Sorry, Principal Wells.
Oh, I see. I love that Chloe just shook her head like, fucking Max with her fucking camera again. Paper.
Damn. This is a serious expose on the Prescotts. Finally.
The Great Northwest. The Prescotts, Pan Estates, Heaven or Hell by Craig Kennedy. The name Prescott may not mean much to you or to those outside the edges of a small coastal Oregon town, but this is a name that means quite a bit in Arcadia Bay, a quaint town seemingly stuck in time. Once home to prosperous fishing and tourism industry, the town has seen much better paydays. Despite the local success of the prestigious Blackwell Academy and its football and swimming teams, the Bigfoots and the Otters, environmental changes to the area have reduced the amount of fish and other sea life, resulting in a stagnant economy and limited tourism. Oddly, the Prescotts have managed to keep their business interests quite profitable, in fact. In fact, they're behind an expensive, exclusive housing development known as Pan Estates, to be built into the deep forests near Blackwell Academy. Local Native American groups have already filed various motions against the development, citing widespread destruction of tribal lands and natural resources. Continued on the next page. Bed. Contemplating time.
Welcome back to the real world, Max.
Cool. Okay. I don't think there's anything else to do. Oh, okay.
That's my Chloe.
Okay. I have 30 minutes to read through this and sort it out.
So close yet so far away. We have to do 3 main things.
Right. What things?
1. Decipher Frank's logbook. 2. Get Nathan's phone to find out where he's been during the Vortex Club parties with Kate and Rachel. And see whatever hidden shit he's got in his messages.
3. Beat Stepdouche Dan until he tells us about Frank, Nathan, and the darkroom. Too bad I don't have a gun anymore.
Yes, that's the solution. We'll have to do this on our own.
Dude, at least let me kick his ass, then rewind. Fine, whatevs. It's your power.
Which I can't waste on shit like that. Or Blackwell would be in big trouble.
At least you let me take that money to pay Frank off.
Don't remind me. I just want him off your back. Our back.
I know. You should get busy in the garage to see what dirt you can dig up. I'm gonna cyberstalk some names and see where that leads. Or to who. And be careful of Stepcrack. He's not gonna be a happy camper after you reamed him yesterday and Mom is giving him the boot.
I'm on it, partner.
Okay, hopefully he's just in the bedroom and we can just sneak around. I don't know what she was about to say, but I'm guessing it was about...
That poor little bird has been trapped in here.
Has no one bothered to try and get this bird out? I guess that's our task. Let's go open that window. And then scare it.
Fly. Be free.
Okay, so let's not go in there in case the stepdad's in there. Because he's not going to be happy to see us. Oh, fuck. Right there, eh? Hey, buddy.
You won this battle, Max. You broke up my family. I salute you.
David, I didn't try to hurt you. Ever. But I won't let anybody hurt Chloe.
Too late, isn't it? You just better be damn careful with her. Don't you wander off into the dark.
He's a douchebag for trying to guilt Max. All she did was point out that he's surveilling the house. He was harassing the students. She was honest about everything that he was doing. It's all his own, like, shitty behavior that's caused him to be in the situation he's in. So he shouldn't be blaming a teenage girl for that. She's what, 18? So yeah, and he's like at least in his 40s. And he's like, oh yeah, you teenage child, it is your fault that my family is in wreck and ruins. It is not actually, good sir. It is your fault. Wow, there's a lot that we haven't kept up on. Jeez, when was the last time? Jeez, when was the last time that we read anything? There we go. Then we heard her screaming. Speaking of expectations, David Madsen stopped to talk to me without being a total prick. I thought he was going to bust me for taking the heat for Chloe's weed, but we just talked a little, and for the first time I felt kind of sorry for David. He is a veteran. I know he probably saw awful things in combat. He said he doesn't want to fight with Chloe or me, but all the shit he's pulled and treating Kate like she's a suspect just makes it hard to get along. But I promised to try for world peace. Something odd happened, as if everything happening isn't bizarro. But I saw Kate having an intense conversation with Mr. Jefferson, and she ended up practically running away from him in tears. I wish I could have casually asked, oh, by the way, what's up with Kate, like he would tell me anyway. I know Kate treats Jefferson like he's an apostle or something, so what did he say to make her so upset? Well, we heard him say she doth protest too much, so he's probably been extremely unhelpful and victim blaming. Just when I was feeling good about Chloe and me, I walk into Jefferson's class and see Nathan and Victoria actually sitting on my desk, unreal asshole bookends. Kate Marsh almost killed herself. My hands are still shaking, but I have to write this down while I can. Right at the start of Jefferson's class, Kate went to the roof of the girls' dorm to jump. Every student and teacher was watching her like it was a Blackwell rooftop concert. I saw her actually jump, but I was just about able to use my rewind to get her back on the roof. I tried harder than I ever did, and somehow I stopped time completely. Made it to the roof, but again my head felt like it was going to blow up. I knew that I couldn't just keep rewinding to save Kate. I had to try and talk her down on my own. She was already in so much pain over the video and all the bullying, so she wasn't going to buy everything I tried to tell her. You see movies about people trying to talk somebody out of suicide, but it's very different when I'm the one doing the talking. I covered everything I could, and Kate almost jumped anyway. Cliché or not, I told her how much her friends and family love her, even if they don't all show it now. Lo and behold, Kate stepped back from the ledge, alive, and I almost cried in her arms. I like that she's drawn her with these ink splat wings. I know this isn't about me though. I have to admit it was an amazing feeling to walk arm in arm with Kate from the roof to outside the dorm. Like I said, the whole school and police were watching us, almost completely silent. Then I heard what sounded like Logan yelling out, "Give it up for Max. Give it up for Max!" And everybody started to clap and cheer. Talk about surreal. The people who ignored me or treated me like crap suddenly crushing on me, that might be the strangest thing that's happened to me this insane week. And that made me wonder if Victoria was watching and how she felt about all this. I almost wanted to find her, just to get in her smug face for enabling Kate's suicide attempt. Such cruel bullshit. Though to be fair, Victoria wasn't the only one that was responsible. Nathan Prescott seemed to have disappeared, which was probably a good thing. And after all that, I still had to talk to the police and give a statement. It felt so weird to do so, since I've seen it in pretty much every police procedural show. I had to lie my ass off when he questioned me about the other students, because I just don't think the police are ever going to find out what happened. Yes, this looks like a job for Supermax. Right, though, of course, I do love it when Chloe calls me that, even if I don't feel that everyday heroic for helping Kate down. Maybe it's wrong for me to think I have to feel anything, but grateful that Kate didn't jump. What was really odd was when all the students and faculty staff surrounded me and Kate, then started patting our backs and shoulders like we were heroes. I wasn't sure how to respond, considering Kate almost threw herself off the roof because of everybody at school. But like I said, I can't blame everybody, and I still don't really know where to point all my fingers. The very best thing was that even though Kate was still in tears and confused, I definitely saw her smile. Once she realised how happy everybody was that she was alive, I smiled too. The police and paramedics swooped in, and then Kate was covered in a blanket and gently escorted to the ambulance. They didn't thank me or look at me like I was a hero. I guess they're used to saving people without applause. But if I'm super honest, it felt pretty cool. Like I got a hug from the whole school, so maybe Blackwell Academy isn't totally bad. It's not enough that Kate is alive, and though I'm not enough of an egomaniac to take the credit, I still had to get the Blackwell third degree from Principal Wells. It was bizarre to be in his tacky office with Nathan Prescott, David Madsen, and Mr. Jefferson, calmly talking about why Kate would attempt suicide. I was quiet but giddy inside, just replaying in my head the moment when Kate stepped toward me with a glimmer of hope in her eyes. Part of me wanted to smash Nathan's smug face against the desk, knowing he had a lot to do with Kate's suicide attempt. I thought about doing it, then flipping a quick rewind, but I knew that would be the start of a bad, dangerous habit. I should have known that David would knock on me to the principal about my joint, like anybody cares about weed, but David made me sound like a drooling fiend. So instead of Nathan getting the boot, I get suspended. Such bullshit. After being grilled in the principal's den, I hung out with Warren on the lawn so I could feel grass under my feet and watch the fluffy clouds. He's such a sweetheart. He kept telling me how proud he was that I stopped Kate from jumping. I don't believe that I did, but I have to say it's better to be treated like a hero at school than like a twee loser. Still, I told Warren that something ominous is happening at Blackwell Academy. Rachel, Amber, Chloe, and now Kate have all been victims, not to mention me if I keep playing amateur detective. I wish I could let Warren know about my power, but it's not the right time. As if anything is the right time anymore. And to make the day end on the most surreal note possible, the sky went dark and we watched a solar eclipse that was not announced on the news or any astronomy site. What is happening to Arcadia Bay? Hello, dear diary. I have the power to rewind time, and I ended up on a rooftop trying to stop my friend from jumping off, while trying to prevent the possible destruction of my hometown. I fell asleep at my desk and woke up reaching out to rewind or grab Kate. I remember when my journal entries were about which anime character I wanted to be, or my dreams of being a respected globe-hopping photographer, or what me and Chloe would be doing when we were finally adults. At least we know how that turned out so far. Chloe's determined to get to the bottom of what's going on, so I've been playing What Would Chloe Do?, which means blowing off my Blackwell homework to research everything I can on Kate Marsh, Rachel Amber, and the esteemed Prescotts. It would be too easy peasy if they were all connected, but at this point, I think the whole town of Arcadia Bay is connected to this crazy shit. I can already see the story on the National Geographic Channel, Mystic, Scientific, or Apocalyptic, the Arcadia Bay tornado. Shoulda. Speaking of fear, I still think about Kate and the sadness in her eyes on that roof. I'm so grateful she's alive. I love seeing the students at Blackwell show their support for her with gifts and flowers finally. Even though it's total bullshit that I got suspended, I'm actually happy to have the time, no pun intended this time. Okay, puns intended, stop me, but I can at least plan the next steps with Chloe in our investigation. I'm so glad she's here to help me with this, though she needs to step outside herself a little bit more and see what's going on here. It's not all about her. Leave it to Chloe to make me sneak out past curfew and demand I meet her in front of the main building in the dead of night. I knew Chloe would be all over investigating the campus after what happened to Kate here. This just makes Chloe more desperate to find out what happened to Rachel, if anything. It's funny that even though I think I can just rewind myself out of trouble, I'm in more trouble now than ever before in my life. If this was a Twilight Zone story, I'd be getting set up for some serious irony, like I'm gonna rewind myself out of existence or something. Can I honestly say I'll have this ability for the rest of my life? Are the tornado, the snow, and that eclipse just hallucinations? Or are they genuine prophecy? More importantly, is this a curse or blessing? Chloe's alive and by my side, and that has to be a miracle, which means there must be a way to stop my vision from coming true, right? So yes, I broke curfew to hook up with Chloe. She said she had something to show me. Looks like it's time for some serious detective work. Keymaster Chloe, enter the Blackwell Ninjas. As I stealthily made my way out of the hall, I passed by Kate's door and saw all the nice messages from other students. Too bad most of Blackwell didn't care when they passed around the video and bullied her to that roof. Everybody always cares when it's too late. At least Kate will see that people are on her side, finally. I hope I can visit her when all this blows over. Maybe it's not a good choice of words. Damn, that was too close. I was doing so well until I got outside, and of course, it was Principal Wells of all people blocking the way. The one person I least wanted to see. I wasn't ninja enough for him, so yeah, he busted me. But I finally got to see that the gossip was true for a change. Principal Wells was shit-faced. He didn't even try to hide it. In fact, he was a lot cooler drunk than sober. I can see why he's so confused dealing with Kate's family and the Prescotts and David Madsen. He still acts suspicious and gives me way too much chewed, as he would say. Nobody says that seriously. But I can see that he's under a lot of pressure, so much that he's so wasted he can't even use his keys at midnight. Sure, he was in my way, but he was no match for my rewind power. After all, I had to go and meet Chloe. Bad Max. Even though I thought I was in full ninja mode, Chloe still scared the shit out of me, which pissed me off considering what I've been going through. Sometimes she's so damn insensitive to other people's feelings. She wants all of my attention for her and finding Rachel, and she gets all but her if I don't have time for her. Obviously, I have time in hand, but I can't stay mad at her for long, and she was so damn excited about having the keys to the main building, and honestly, I was pretty amped up too. Even more so when we went to the front of the building and spied on Victoria talking smack about me, shocked. And worse, actually trying to blackmail Mr. Jefferson to pick her photo for the Everyday Heroes contest. She is freaking unreal. I like the punk ghost. He's cute. I recently made a ghost. Like a king ghost. Ah! I think they're in here! Right. I bought Posca pens recently. And I've been arting. Look at these cooties. Oh, look at the cuties. Aren't they cute? But yeah, I have a ghost that I made. I'm sad that this stack is so big because it would be nice to just find the ghost so quickly. Oh, it's one of these. Nice. There it is. Ghost King is tired of your shit. That's my Ghost King. He's sad and sleepy. But yeah, I have also been making ghosts. Airpunk Ghost is so much cooler than my Ghost King. I might have to make a Ghost Punk now that I have seen it. It has to exist on my paper. Da 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 da. I give Mr. Jefferson major respect for telling her to get lost, even though she deserves to be expelled for pulling that crap. This is her priority after what happened with Kate. I just don't understand Victoria, no matter how I try. She's already rich, pretty, and a good photographer. Why try so hard and hurt so many to manipulate everything already in your favor? I just hope that's not what I'm doing with my rewind power. Yes, there's something incredibly awesome about breaking into your own school at the witching hour, although Chloe was technically right. How can we break in with a key? Never mind that it was a stolen key from the school's head of security. Anyway, the Blackwell Ninjas strike again. So cool to stalk the halls when it's dark and quiet. Even with so many terrible things happening all around us, it felt like Chloe and I were walking towards the center of a great cosmic mystery. Cosmic. Something bigger than any of us. But we kinda suck at master spies since we didn't have a key for the principal's office. No worries with my rewind power at hand. And of course, Dr. Warren Graham. He came through with a bitchin' mini bomb made of sodium what the fuck ever. I probably learned more putting those ingredients together than the entire semester so far. Sorry, Mrs. Grant. Warren is the star student here. He tries so hard to help. Maybe too much, but what's wrong with that these days? I'm so grateful he's on my team. Do otters get songs stuck in their head? I talk about being in the Sancto Sanctorum. Thanks Latin class I barely passed of Blackwell. I did feel freaking weird about being in the principal's office after midnight, going through his files on laptop with Chloe. She was way too into it. Technically, we could be arrested and thrown in jail. Yikes. I just pretended that we were in a very special episode of The Wizards of Waverly Place. You know, just a couple of wacky Sherlocks investigating the school for a good cause. Yeah, that helped. While we didn't find the proof, we found Nathan's file had a weird drawing in it that just said Rachel in the dark room over and over, so that's a major clue that Nathan is involved in this somehow. Or he's just insane, but his note also referenced David M., which means that we absolutely have to find a way for David's secret bunker files, for a good cause. But Chloe just can't help herself, and she actually took $5,000 in cash marked handicapped fund, because that's got to be legit, am I right? I can't think of a faster route to Karma Hell, but it would clear Chloe's debt to Frank. I'll find a way to make up to the fund. After all, saving a life is priority, as is my habit with Chloe. No matter what, our fates seem bound together for better or worse. Usually worse. Despite all the usual breaking in and blowing up office hijinks, Chloe decided that we needed more than anything was to take a night's swim in the otter's lair. I was so giddy and rebellious that I was like, oh yes, we shall swim. We didn't completely skinny dip, but close enough to get in big trouble, no matter what. I don't know why we were so careless after being so careful. I love that Chloe brings out the just don't give a fuck side of me, even if that hasn't always served her well. She deserved a moment of not giving a shit. Me too. Just two friends goofing around in the pool. I fear those youthful shenanigans might soon be a thing of our past. God, I'm starting to sound like one of the teachers at Blackwell. Chloe and I had a nice chat about our lives since I left. We talked about dumb boys and girls and why they're trouble, especially for me. I feel like a groupie when I talk to Chloe about our life experience. She has me so beat. I take pictures, she takes action. Speaking of action, we had to seriously bounce when security showed up. How quiet could we be in the swimming pool? Plus, after leaving a trail of our Blackwell handiwork, it was so intense and exciting to get past the security guards. They had serious spotlight power, so it wasn't exactly easy to stealth our way past, especially as we had to bail in Chloe's junker. But like I said, intense and exciting, hella like Chloe Price. Even though my body smelled like I had been doused in chlorine, it was so nice to crash in Chloe's room for the first time in 5 years and wake up next to her like our old sleepovers. For some reason, it reminded me of the time we were going to TP one of the neighbours' houses, and we even snuck out but got chicken and ran back home, laughing all the way. I remember waking up next day and Joyce was making one of her delish breakfasts downstairs, and Chloe smiled at me like we were in the most secret club in the world, or at least Arcadia Bay. We were pirates, damn it. After our academic espionage last night, I felt the same way. It's just that now the stakes are much higher and much more dangerous. I even ended up in some of Rachel Amber's clothes, since mine were trashed. A band tee and ripped jeans. So, not me. But I haven't found my style yet, so why not have some fun experimenting with a new outfit? Speaking of experiments, Chloe dared me to kiss her. So I did. She probably thought I'd wuss out. Why? It wasn't that big of a deal. But it was cute the way she was kind of embarrassed after, and said she would tell Warren. Besides, I think Chloe sees Rachel Amber in her future. When I went down to breakfast, Joyce actually called me Rachel, which just seems so wrong considering how beautiful she is and how boring I am. Oh, get over yourself. I guess my new outfit really is working its magic. I end up helping Joyce make breakfast, just like when I was a kid on a sleepover. It's odd how quickly you can fall back into an old routine. So, I must set off Joyce's nostalgia mode since she busted out Ye Olde photo album. I'm one of the few people who loves checking out old pictures. What was the Alfred Hitchcock line about film being pieces of time, like Mr. Jefferson said? So photographs. I do think she wanted me to see her new husband in a better light. When David was happy or laughing with Joyce in a picture, I wanted to say, and who is that? Plus, I'm sure it's no accident there was a photo of Rachel wearing the exact same clothes I had on. She truly is stunning, and somehow looked more punk rock than Chloe. The truly heartbreaking image was the last photo William Price ever took. Chloe and I making pancakes in the kitchen. Joyce really misses that joyful, optimistic girl. I know she's still there. When Chloe smiled at me this morning, I saw her. The picture seemed to sum up everything we had as children and lost as adults. Whatever being an adult means. Fight! Which was a perfect cue for Chloe to bounce into the room and start shit with Joyce. This gave me cruel cover so I could sneak into the garage. I don't know why I said garage, because I say garage. And it could be because I've been recently watching, well, the series name's gone out my head, so you'll never know. Into the Garage and ready to unlock David Madsen's extreme files. So today, I finally found out what was in David's secret files, and I admit, I expected it to be worse. I'm relieved that it wasn't, so maybe I'm going easier on him than I should. No surprise that he had detailed files on Kate and Rachel, listing their whereabouts along with surveillance pics. David isn't off my shit list yet, but he's a damn good investigator. I'll give him that. It's clear that Frank and Rachel had some kind of relationship, and I don't think Chloe is going to be very happy to hear that. She needs to start waking up. We all do. When David came home, things escalated quickly. He looked more upset than usual, but shrugged when he saw me wearing Rachel's clothes. He was so on edge. Maybe I'll never get to see the David that Joyce loved so much. She and Chloe really let him have it. Though this is the first time I saw them bond since we were kids. Suddenly, I couldn't take it anymore, and I kind of blew up. It was like a torrent that felt awesome. I've been wanting to rip into David like that myself for a long time. I figured worst case scenario, hello, rewind power. But I wanted Joyce to know the depth of his weird paranoia. She looked so sad and angry when I told her about the photos of Rachel and Kate, not to mention the home surveillance. Joyce kicked his ass out of the house, to Chloe's glee. Despite David's evidence in the bracelet, Chloe refused to believe Rachel was involved with Frank. This is a part of Chloe I don't much like. She gets so damn petulant if she doesn't get her way, or if she hears something she doesn't like. Serious denial, I get why, but that doesn't make dealing with it any easier. So I threw my hands up and suggested we check out Frank's RV. I knew that would piss Chloe off, and she would do anything to find out what kind of relationship he had with Rachel. But first, we had to get the damn keys to the RV, which meant going to the Two Whales diner and bouncing like a rewind pinball between Frank, Nathan Prescott, and Officer Berry, and fucking with all of them. I'm still dizzy thinking about how I pulled it off. Yay for Max. Sometimes I feel like I'm just cheating at life. I wish I could go back in time. In, like, moment by moment things and say a better thing to someone if I've upset them by saying something, things like that. The first thing we had to do was get Frank's scary dog out of the RV. So we did the classic cartoon give a dog a bone routine, and Cujo came Scooby-Doo. Just as Cujo became Scooby-Doo. Just like that. Frank's RV was pretty much what I expected drug dealer-wise. Drug dealer trash chic. But it wasn't as serial killer as I feared. We ransacked the place and found that Chloe didn't want us to find. I'm so sorry Chloe had to see the pictures of Rachel posing for Frank. Even if she did care about him. To her, it's just another betrayal. Just another loved one dumping on her. Everybody she ever loved, she lost one way or another. Only I came back from the past to what? To make Chloe's life more painful. I just wish I could use my rewind power to go all the way back to the days when we were covered in pancake flour. Life was simple. See this picture of Rachel in her underwear? I clicked through the pictures, the journal thing, too quickly, so I didn't see that one. Hello, enjoy the journey. Dear Diary, let's never do the time warp again. I can't even begin to explain what happened. If I think too hard about the ramifications, my brain might melt. When I try to describe it, it's as if I'm describing something that happened to someone else. Chloe was so upset when we discovered that Rachel had been involved with Frank Bowers that she just blew up. I can never talk to her when she's like this, and I just get so tired of having to walk on eggshells around her emotions. She still blames William for her messed up life, no matter how much she knows she's being unfair. I can't say that I wouldn't be just as messed up. Not that I'm not in my own way. In my room, all I could think was, I wish I could go back in time and help Chloe. And suddenly I was looking at the photograph William had taken of us the day he died, and it started pulsing like it was 3D, like I could see inside the photograph. Then I found myself actually back in the photo, to when I was 13 years old. I was back in Chloe's kitchen in the year 2008 with Chloe and William, right before he left to pick up Joyce for the last time. Since my powers somehow morphed to this new level of rewind, I decided that there was no way I was going to let William die again. So I played hide the keys until he had no other option but to take the bus. I was so happy I actually saved William. I never thought about what could go wrong. I think I was really lucky with that, because when I took the keys, I was like walking around, and I ended up walking past a few hiding locations until I got in the kitchen and just dropped it in the sink. And the next minute he brought out like a clicking thing, and I think that made the, like, it's like that thing when you whistle and your keys whistle back at you. I think it was one of those. Like, we've bought tiles to put in the kids' toys, so when we lose them, we ring them off our phones and we can find the toys. So I think it was like that. So I think if we've hid it anywhere else, he would have still found it and would have had to rewind and rewind and rewind again until we found the sink in the kitchen. To be honest, I was thinking that we were going to throw them in the back garden or something, because I was thinking he's just going to keep looking and he's going to find it because he's in the living room anyway. So I'll just chuck it in the kitchen because he won't see it in the kitchen because he's too busy looking for it in the living room or whatever. And then when we dropped it in the sink, and Max was like, "Take the bus, you'll love the bus. It's really good for the ecosystem. You'll be able to go all the way and get Joyce." I knew that I'd done the right thing. Okay. Right before he left to pick up Joyce for the last time since my powers had keys. Until he had no other option but to take the bus. I was so happy I actually saved William. I never thought about what could go wrong. I knew I was screwed when I came out of my epic rewind and saw Victoria Chase. But now she was my friend, and I was a member of the Vortex Club. Enough said. My hair is getting pulled by the stars again. I knew I had screwed up, and then I felt sick thinking about what might have changed with Chloe. I had a clue when I saw David Madsen driving the school bus. He sure didn't look so threatening anymore. I didn't want to know how he ended up as a bus driver instead of with Joyce. I felt my heart drop when I rushed to Chloe's house. So when William opened the door, I prepared myself for the worst. That's when Chloe rolled forward in her wheelchair, paralyzed from the neck down. I didn't even know what to say, so I covered my mouth in my typical gesture of shock and stupid. But Chloe's smile was so genuine and beautiful, I almost cried. I had to adjust to everything without freaking out or telling Chloe that I actually altered time and space to save her father, but get her in a car accident so she could never walk again. The thing is, she was still Chloe, just minus all the rage. This Chloe was just grateful to be alive and have her family watching over her. Chloe begged me to spend the night, and of course I did. I noticed how run down parts of their home were. Compared to before, I saw the incredible expensive equipment that Chloe now requires, including her new garage room. Sorry, David. Even though I felt awful and disconnected, Chloe was just so bubbly and excited to hang out with me. Especially since I flaked on her pretty hardcore after her accident. Even in an alternate universe, I'm a shitty friend. Chloe's world was so new and unique to me, especially her strength and kindness and pain. She needed a whole pharmacy to get through the day. I didn't feel sorry for her. I felt in awe of her with her attitude. This Chloe didn't blame anybody for her condition. Even though she had the right, she strolled down the beach and saw the beached whales that proved something bad was happening in both realities. And then Chloe asked me to put her to sleep. The accident left her body pretty much broken, her lungs stopped working properly, and she was basically dying a slow, painful death. She also felt so guilty about her parents' sacrifice and dwindling income. She wasn't erratic or tortured about this request, just practical, which made me feel even more terrible for putting her in this situation. Don't make me cry. I agreed to help her simply because she explained that she wanted to have a choice for the last time in her life. How could I argue with that, especially since I screwed up the entire universe by making a simple decision, and I knew I would have to go back eventually and accept the timeline that actually happened. So Chloe and I had one last movie night, watching Blade Runner, falling asleep to the sounds of Vangelis. And when I woke up, I put my friend to sleep. Forever. After my visit to Chloe's world, I knew it was time to go Max to the future. I had to see the result of my temporal tampering, and got scared thinking my new power wouldn't even work anymore. That would have been cruel karma. Fortunately, I was able to project myself into the photograph once again, and I undid everything I had done. Goodbye, William. Again. Hello, David. Again. I've never been so glad to see Chloe in my life. The second I saw her blue hair and that beautiful pissed off face, I wanted to kiss her again, and I couldn't even tell her where I had been or why. It would be one more thing to alienate Chloe from me and the world. I had to get refocused on our search for Rachel. Chloe had been busy with her detective work while I was in my alternate timeline. And we're up to scratch. Yeah. Okay, cool. Okay. Warren. These are all new? Okay. Yo, Max, your friend Chloe texted me that I'm out of the loop now. She sounds hot, so I get why. Chloe actually texted you. I sure didn't have her number. At least I still get to go out with you, unless you want to chill with Chloe, or we could all go. One pain in the ass is enough. Cool. After Jet, talk to you later. She's such a jealous bitch. I'm so glad you were honest. What the heck is going on with the weather up there? Are they doing military tests or something? You're right in the other storm. No comment. I kept Lisa alive through all this, so we're still safe as long as you're around. Now back to the books. Talk soon. Hey Kate, I'm so glad you're okay. Visit you soon as I can, I promise. Max, how are you? I hope you can still visit me this week. I have some important things to talk about. Of course, I'm still coming to visit you. You can't stop me. I miss you and my bunny. We all miss you and your bunny misses you. Yay, you're such a great friend. Thank you so much. Can't wait to see you. XO Max XO. Hey Justin, you busy? Max Wax, I'm busy blazing. What up? Do you know Frank Bowers? Drugs, that's it. Ask Nathan, he knows him, I think. Okay, I'm on it. Thanks, Justin. For what? Great. Satapapad. Sorry, phone on my mic. Okay. Hey, Max, I hope you're okay after everything. You might be busy, but feel free to call me anytime. Hey, Juliet, are you busy? No time to be busy. You never text. What's going down? Besides everything, I was curious if you ever heard of a guy named Frank who lives in an RV around town. You mean a van by the river? I heard he's a sketchy meth head. That's about it. Why? You doing your own investigation without my help? No, just bored. Talk soon, thanks. Okay, but you can't keep secrets from ace reporter Juliet Watson. Hello? Oh yeah, that'd be shitty if, like, we got the scoop and Juliet didn't. Hey honey, I got a weird text warning me that my nosy daughter better stop watching others and look out for herself. Is that some kind of school prank? And it's from a blocked number. Oh, I'm so sorry. Some jackass in my class thought that would be funny to send. It's not. I don't like strangers having my number. Okay, me neither, sorry. I'm just being a dad. I know this has been a tough week for you. It's almost over. I'll call you guys later. Love you. Hey girlfriend, let me know when you want to come by to my room and I'll give you a fashion makeover. Oh, thanks Courtney. I'm swamped with homework now, but I'll check in with you later. Thanks again for the offer. Max, hello. Hey man, I suck again. Sorry I got in your face today and took my bullshit rage out on my best friend. Chloe, I understand you're going through a lot. We all are. Besides, I threw your beanie out the window and busted out my rewind. Okay, that is your one get out of emoji jail free card. But we need to stock up on 6. Coffee and candy for an all-nighter. We have to get into Rachel and Kate detective mode. Excellent, dear Watson. I'll bring my thinking cap. No worries, I have a beanie. I'll swing by and pick you up. Sweet, I'll be ready. Kisses. And that was no emoji. Cool. We're all good? Let's figure out what we need to take pictures of. A nest. I have no fucking clue. 2 dog tails, some feet, a wild tail, a fan, a skeleton with a skateboard, a eagle's leg, and the moon through a barred window. Okay, so let's get down to some detectiving.
It looks like David finished his car repairs. Maybe there's some new clues around.
Yeah, buddy. Are they lockers over there now? I don't know if were the lockers in there before?
Should I have signed the petition? Blackwell sure isn't safe and private anymore.
Despite our rather heated discussion about the successful petition to block campus surveillance system, I'm still interested in your feedback on some other methods of improving Blackwell's security. We must find a middle ground between safety and privacy for our students.
Oh, meow, Miss Grant. Twist that knife.
I didn't need a surveillance camera to see this suspension coming. Best of luck to you, Miss Grant. Oh! What a bitch!
At least he has one weird fan.
Dear Mr. Madsen, I just want to let you know that I think this bullshit that happened to you and the school has too many libtard metrosexuals who don't appreciate you or the military. I felt safe in my dorm where you were in charge, and I thought about you protecting me. I hope you will come back to Blackwell and make sure we are all safe at night. I am scared of this school. You should be.
Wish I had surveillance footage of that conversation.
I apologize for my outburst yesterday in your office. I was upset about losing my position at Blackwell without a complete investigation of the facts and based solely on the claims of untrustworthy students. There is a cancer at Blackwell Academy, and without me it will continue to spread. Sincerely, Madsen D. Okay.
Surveillance cameras at Pan Estates? David must be working for the Prescotts too.
Looks that way. Ugh. There's a spot on my chin. I can't get it. It's annoying me. Oh, what's this?
There's more to David Madsen than meets the eye. He should finish this letter to Joyce.
Joyce, you know I'm not good at explaining myself or why I act the way I do sometimes. I only know that nobody has ever understood me the way you do. I would never do anything to hurt you or Chloe. Taking care of my family is my #1 mission. Yes, I overstepped bounds with the surveillance and suspicion, and I am truly sorry and ashamed. But there are dark things happening in Arcadia Bay. I have never told you. You are my wife and partner, and I know we should have no secrets. I intended to tell you everything, but I wanted more proof. Instead, a student almost committed suicide on my watch. You kicked me out of my favorite home, and my stepdaughter hates me. Please let me. I feel so bad for him, because I swear he's a nice guy. He's just fucking, like, not all there.
Oh, jeez. David is packing up wedding stuff too. Oh, that makes me sad. It was so incredible to see William again. I wish Chloe could too.
I think when I say he's not mentally all there, I mean he's not.
What the hell did David do for Nathan? And what did his dad do for David?
Thank you for your help with Nathan. It's appreciated. Best, Sean Prescott. Yeah, so I don't mean that he's not, like, got all his faculties. I mean, he doesn't connect the dots the way, like, the average person does. It seems like he's gone to fix this situation. I know how to fix this situation. Military training. Let's mush them two together instead of going, I don't know how to deal with this situation. I should talk to other parents and see how they would deal with the situation. I can bond with my stepdaughter. We can make this a family that works. I'm not overstepping any bounds. I'm not trying to take the place of her father. Connections made. Friendship. But instead, he's like gone to an angry teenager and gone, you need space, but we're going to take any like inch of space that you ever had away from you.
I wonder if David is going to the party.
I doubt it. Yeah, I swear these lockers weren't here before, or was the car just blocking them? We'll look at them in a minute. Nothing else? Nothing else. Okay.
Whoa, that is a serious padlock on that locker.
Yeah, it really is.
Hey, David, what you hiding? For once, I don't have time to search for the code. I need to find a way to break this padlock.
Oh, okay. Didn't we see tools out on the thing? Have we got a crowbar? There's a crowbar!
Okay. I can use that crowbar to pry open the locker.
I was gonna say, have we got a crowbar or bolt cutters? And there was a crowbar.
Sorry, David, but I bet you would do the same thing as me.
Yeah, he probably would.
Oh, coordinates, photos of Kate, Nathan. Yes.
Twin Peaks. That's her registration. He has been creepily... What the fuck? This man. Whose truck is that? Blah, 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 pay up. Okay, anything else?
Score. Back to Chloe now.
Oh, okay. Can I rewind? Put the lock back? Yeah, so the lock's back on, but we've taken the journal out. And that won't get Chloe in trouble anymore. Can we put the crowbar back? Nope. Are we keeping the crowbar for good? Yeah, okay. Let's go talk to Joyce, maybe. Oh, she's not here. Oh, but we can think.
Somehow I existed in this whole other reality. But I don't know what happened. The more I use my power, the more I see how little control I have over what happens. Now Max Caulfield exists in 2 or maybe 3 different realities. How can I have a destiny? If these alternate lives exist, I hate the thought of William and Joyce finding Chloe like that.
Oh, yeah.
Thinking about all these lifelines almost makes my head hurt worse than the rewind.
I never thought about if it still exists without Max being there. Because she'll have left a different Max to deal with the consequences of Chloe's death. As well, because she's mentally checked out and joined this reality again. I have,
Ouch.
Oh. David will not be here when I get back from work. I mean it. Joyce Price. I have a sandwich and crisps because I'm hungry.
Those poor whales are like beached angels. What is going on here?
Beached angels? Really? Actually, angels are freakishly
Yo,
called
Chloe!
Chloe.
Are you ready yet? I have to get back to my dorm.
Are we happy?
Very happy. I hit the secret file jackpot. Kate, Nathan, and Rachel. Plus some location coordinates. David is like a one-man surveillance army. Now let's get the hell out of here before we get busted.
But I absolutely have to go see Kate in the hospital right now. I want to find out how she's doing.
And Chloe best not get pissed about it because, like, she got pissed off when we answered a phone call from Kate. Yeah, I have Philadelphia cheese instead of butter on my bread. Very
This is
thinly
definitely
laid.
Kate's floor. The hospitals always freak me out.
I hear you.
But I
But
have
imagine how Kate feels.
cheese and crisps on them
I'm
as
so
well.
glad I get to see her again. I hope it's not too weird for her.
No, she'll be stoked to see you.
This is my treat
Who
for the
wouldn't
day.
be?
This be it. I'm a little nervous.
Just go in there and be your friend. I'll wait out here so you can chill by yourselves. I was a total dick for blowing a fuse when you answered Kate's call the other day.
Good.
Good thing you ignored me. I had no idea what shit she was going through. And you saved her. Like me. I'm sorry.
This was a good moment.
Thanks, Chloe. But don't be sorry. We're all on the same team.
Team Max. Let Kate know we're gonna string Nathan up by his balls then.
Oh, yes. I'm on it.
Oh, I wasn't in control.
Max.
Kate.
I thought I'd never see you again. I feel so ridiculous. I'm so sorry.
Kate, listen to me. You have nothing to be sorry about. Other people do.
Other people do.
You do not know how happy I am to see you. You look awesome. Is it a stupid question if I ask how you're doing?
Now that you're here, I'm doing even better. I'm so grateful to you for coming up to the roof to talk me down. Max, I felt so lost and alone. When I saw how much you cared, how hard you were trying, you made me realize I wasn't alone. Thank you.
Kate, there are so many people who love you and want to help you.
I know. You should see all the letters and postcards. I gave most of the flowers to other patients here because they need them more than me. I'm keeping the balloons, though.
She's such a sweetheart.
One of the nurses gave me some pen and paper so I could do some drawings.
I love your illustrations.
They got kind of dark there for a while. But I have an idea for a new children's book about bullying. I was thinking of having some photographs in there, too.
I hope that's a
She's such
subtle
a
hint that
sweetie.
you'll let me take the photographs for the book.
Was that subtle? You better take the pictures, Max. I'm going to be here for another day until my family comes out to visit.
How are they treating you?
Like they need to protect me forever.
Good.
They're so upset, and I know they feel guilty even though they didn't do anything.
They did.
I was surprised how many students from Blackwell wrote me. Daniel, Mr. Jefferson, even Victoria wrote me a very sweet note. And I believe she was being real.
Me too. I'm glad you believe again, Kate.
I'm working on it, Max. I just pray I can get this drawing right.
It's amazing to just sit here quiet with Kate again. I don't think I'll ever know how much destiny I'm changing. But whoever said we only have a single fate? Time travel is such a mindfuck. Principal Wells knows how to step it up when he wants to.
Dear Kate, I just want to express my deepest wish for a speedy recovery, and the Blackwell Academy is united in prayers for your return. The students and faculty have organized a rally in your honor, and I've never seen such outpouring of academic and community support for any student in our history. I know my words may mean little, given your circumstances, but it's important to know that we do care. If you need any assistance at all, please do not hesitate to ask. Sincerely, Principal Ray Wells.
That is so sweet. Even Victoria signed. But not Nathan.
Of course not. Nathan's an asshole.
Victoria Chase might be Queen Bitch, but she's not evil.
Kate, I know you hate me, and you should, but I only want to see your smile again. Please let me know if you need anything. Vic. Okay, so we can talk to her about that.
Good to see that Kate is still working on her book report.
The something October or the October something.
Oh, I love Kate's happy rainbow flock.
They're cute. They're cute.
That is so good to know that Kate is drawing again. If this gets Kate through the night, so be it. Those are nice flowers. And from Taylor? Wow, props to her.
Some pretty yellow tulips.
I don't think get well is quite apropos.
Probably not. See the picture on the other side?
Thank you, sisters. You really saved Kate. Kate, it is so good to hang out with you again.
Max, I owe you so much. And I can tell you want to talk to me about something.
I saw Victoria's letter. How does that make you feel?
Max, I know Victoria can be, not nice. But I do believe in forgiveness and redemption. I might be naive, but I feel her struggle.
Me too. I could have taken a picture of her covered in paint, but I didn't, and we had a genuine moment.
We all have our moments. Why do you think she acts so mean?
She's insecure. If you're comfortable with yourself, you don't need to act superior.
Victoria doesn't look like she has much to be insecure about.
If anybody could make Victoria see the light, it would be Kate Marsh.
No. I think it will take more than that, Max.
I always want to talk to you.
We missed our tea session this week.
That was so not cool. We need to plan, like, a tea shop tour of Portland.
Oh, yes. And you could bring Warren along, too.
What do you think of Warren?
Oh, smart and silly. He's got such a good heart. And he's a cutie pie. You know he likes you.
I'm going to the drive-in with him, so we'll see. With everything that's going on, a date seems weird.
No, you deserve that.
Kate Marsh, matchmaker. I'm glad somebody is looking out for my love life.
Even angels need angels, Max.
Oh, she called me an angel.
I want you to know I'm this close to getting all the info I need about Nathan.
Nathan Prescott has to pay for what he did. And we have to stop him from hurting anybody else.
I wish I could have gotten his ass kicked out of Blackwell.
Me too. But his dad would never let that happen. I thought I had a tough family. So what is going on with him now?
Both of those things. Let's talk about the Vortex Club. Oh, I don't know, because that's why she was drugged. So let's talk about Prescott family.
I think his family is totally protecting him. Or worse.
I never say this about people. But Max, there's something evil about the Prescotts. They have something to do with death.
We're going to stop him. I just have to find Nathan's room number, get inside, and get the clues I need.
Max, please let me help. I can get the number, and I'll text it to you, okay?
Of course, Kate. I can't do this without you.
Now it's time for Nathan to watch out for us.
Yeah.
I have to get back to our mission. You don't know how much it means to see you again.
I do. That's why I love you, Max. Thanks for taking care of my bunny. Tell Alice I'll see her soon.
Is the rabbit's name Alice? I love that.
Well, how is she?
She's still Kate Marsh. Thank God.
I'm glad we came to see her.
Thanks for coming with me.
Now let's go pay a visit to Nathan Prescott. That little prick is not going to be glad when he sees us.
Gladly.
Hey, Max. How you doing?
Oh, Hi, Mr. Jefferson. I'm okay. And this is my friend Chloe.
Yo.
Chloe? Why isn't somebody as cool as you going to Blackwell?
I was way too cool for this school. It's a long story. And actual files here.
I can imagine. Max, are you sure that you're all right?
It's weird being suspended and just walking around campus.
Well, you are an adult now. This isn't prison, is it?
Not until we get orange jumpsuits.
On that note, Blackwell duty calls. Remember, I'm going to announce the winner of the Everyday Heroes contest tonight at the party, so I hope you'll be there to celebrate, even though I'm sorry you didn't enter a photo. I understand your reasons. You can't force an artist to work.
I feel like a total loser, but it's been a hard week to focus. No pun intended.
I'm proud of you for caring so much about a troubled friend.
Focus.
And I take hope in the
Camera.
fact that you have plenty of time to find your way. Just get in the habit of putting your work out there.
Thanks, Mr. Jefferson. I'll definitely be there tonight.
Me too. I'll be Max's date. You better dance with us at least once.
Nobody should have to see me dance. Plus, you don't want to watch the old hipster trying to keep up with the kids. I have some pride. Be seeing you.
Yes, you will. Hot for teacher.
Gross! You're out of control.
Not yet. Just wait until the rager tonight.
Shut up.
Don't be jealous because Mark Jefferson thinks I'm cool.
I am so ignoring you.
Fine. Since I'm here, I'll see if I can get some dirt from Justin. Haven't talked to him in a while.
Oh,
Well,
she's
that is a
Justin's
great
friend. Was she Justin's friend in the previous game? I don't remember. That or I never made the effort.
Let's see if I can find out where Nathan is.
Just talk to everyone. Can't talk to this guy. This is Zachary. Can we talk to him? Yes, it is. No, we can
Enjoy
talk to
the
him.
big game, Zachary. I hope it's not the last.
Oh, we should be looking for pictures to take. A nest. Some rocks and a water bottle. Footprints. Dogtails. A nest. Let's look for a nest. Can we go up here? No. Bumblebee. Save the bumblebees.
Hey, Daniel. You look bummed out. Are you alright?
Hola, Max. I just figured out that my photos basically suck. I'm a wannabe artist.
You're not here to be a photographer. That's my gig. Look at that sketch you did of me. Incredible. And that's your art. Your gift.
I do feel better now. You are good, Max.
Everyone.
Have you talked to anybody about what happened with Kate?
I don't talk to anyone, Max. But I did actually have a nice talk with Brooke. She couldn't stop talking about how brave you were on that roof.
I don't think doing the right thing is brave, but I appreciate what she means. The most important thing is that Kate gets better and gets justice.
I hear that, Max. She's the sweetest, most genuine person I've ever met. I don't mind getting picked on by Blackwell bro-holes, but don't fuck with Kate.
I like this revolutionary Daniel DaCosta.
Only if I can start the revolution from my sketchbook, Max.
He's got a neck
Have you
beard
seen Nathan Prescott?
on
You
his
mean
t-shirt.
lately?
Like, anytime today?
I saw Jefferson talking with Nathan a little while ago, but I try to stay out of his way. I have enough assholes to deal with here.
Are you going to the End of the World party tonight?
It will be if I go, man. People here push me into lockers, not dance floors.
That's exactly why you should go to that party. We have to stand up to these Blackwell bullies for Kate. You won't be alone, Daniel.
Not with you to back me up, Max. Damn it. I will go to the party like it is the end of the world. Okay, maybe I won't go, but... No, I won't do that, but... I'll go.
Let's talk later. Okay, Daniel?
Yeah. We just invited him to the party. That's awesome.
Justin, it's been so long since I've seen you.
Because you're way too cool for us now, Chloe.
Way too much shit.
I had to clear away another batch of dead birds today. Sad.
Makes me mad. Climate change.
Hi, Miss Grant.
Max, you always show up when I'm talking about you. I'm still bragging about you and the other students making Blackwell surveillance free.
I was hoping you could explain some of these crazy things happening in Arcadia Bay.
If I could, I'd be collecting my Nobel Prize in Science today. I haven't been able to wrap my mind around that eclipse, much less the snow in Wales.
Beyond science.
I think this is beyond science.
Nothing is beyond science except for our lack of knowledge. We may never know why, but that doesn't change reality.
I am worried about reality. I feel like it's changing right in front of us.
You and Samuel both. We were talking about that before you came over. Our planet is changing, but it's not mystic. It's erosion.
You think that's why all these animals are dying here?
Well, our shoreline has been receding, not to mention the daily contamination of the ocean. That's all you need to kill off sea and wildlife here. Unless you know something I don't.
Tobanga.
I wonder if the Tobanga knows more than anybody here.
Oh, Max, nobody even knows who brought the Tobanga here. It was likely stolen from the South Pacific by local fishermen. But I know what you're saying. There's a lot of energy here.
I was looking for Nathan Prescott, and I thought he might be in your class.
I'm surprised, Max. I didn't think you and Nathan were exactly friends.
Study partners.
Just study partners. I can't believe he does have friends.
That depends what your definition is. But I'd like to see more friendships at Blackwell, less bullying. Especially after this week.
Me too, Miss Grant. So, you don't know where Nathan is?
I saw him sulking off campus earlier. But you look like you have more on your mind than a question.
Doesn't mean we can... Okay.
I don't think surveillance would have helped Kate Marsh.
Who needs surveillance when we have Maxine Caulfield? You did a wonderful thing. And now we have to make sure Kate gets the help she needs. Do you need to talk to a counselor?
Blackwell needs help.
Blackwell Academy needs the help. There's something terrible going on here. You see it, right?
This week hasn't been Blackwell's finest hour. But me and some faculty members won't rest until all the students here feel safe, not bullied.
Kate was drugged at the Vortex Club party and bullied by them until she ended up on the roof. How do you stop that?
Shut down that damn Vortex Club for a start. I don't mean to get riled up, but that party should have been postponed. It's extremely tasteless given what happened with Kate.
The Prescotts or Principal Wells? Ooh. That's a hard choice you're making me decide here. I think we want to know about the Prescotts, don't we? I don't think the principal is involved in the disappearance of Rachel and Kate's drugging and stuff, but the Prescotts, they're definitely covering shit up, so let's go with that.
Do the Prescotts have anything to do with the Vortex Club?
Oh yeah, they're bankrolling it, obviously.
They don't get all their money from car washes.
No, they don't. But membership has its privileges. Especially when your father is Blackwell's biggest sponsor. This elitist nonsense has no place here.
You're right. I just wish this could be the school that I dreamed about before I came here.
I hear you, Max. I love seeing you and Warren and all my students at your best here. But you're all too young to be so cynical. But you truly give me hope.
I'm sorry, Miss Grant. I have to get going. I'll see you later.
It's always good talking to you, Max.
Good. Nathan is not around. I should go back to Chloe.
How are you doing, Max? Been a tough week. I know.
Yes, it has, Samuel. How are you?
Sad and confused like everybody else in Arcadia Bay. You look like you have a lot of questions, too.
People.
More questions than answers.
Samuel is always here to talk.
Kate.
I actually just talked to Kate Marsh in the hospital. She's doing so much better.
Because of you, Max. That was quite a rescue.
Samuel, you're the eyes of Blackwell. Did you know Kate was being bullied?
Most everyone makes fun of me. But Samuel warned them about Kate. I hate bullies, Max.
I believe you.
Kate just needed some more helpful spirits like her friend Max. I hope she finds them now.
He's so sweet.
Have you seen Nathan Prescott around?
I try not to.
Whoa, you really don't like Nathan. How come?
Samuel likes everybody, until they give him a reason not to. He did.
Well, okay, enough said. You know a lot of Blackwell secrets, so I thought you could help me.
Max, I'm a custodian, not a psychic. I can only help by warning you to be careful.
Do you ever talk with David Madsen?
He talks to me. I listen.
That's how David operates.
He sees things, not people. But I think he sees you, Max.
Why?
Why do you say that?
Because you both see with cameras.
I think you have better vision than both of us.
No, Max. I just look at everything from a different angle.
Animals.
I definitely have questions about what's happening to the animals in Arcadia Bay.
Oh, many do. These poor creatures have no choice in what happens to them.
How can anybody explain all those poor beached whales?
My dad was a fisherman, and he'd take me out to hear the whales sing. Now they just cry.
Do you think this is some kind of eco-disaster, or...?
I think it's more than that. Somebody is causing all this to happen.
You think so, Samuel?
You and Arcadia Bay are connected by time and tide. So, next time I have a question, I'm coming to you.
Well, I'm glad to see your squirrels are still healthy and happy on the campus.
Me too. If something happened to them... Oh...
Not as long as you're here to take care of them, Samuel.
The only thing that calms them is food. Lots of food. Which reminds me that I have to feed them now.
I'm fascinated. As Michelle
Sorry to bother you again, Samuel.
There's no bother here, Max.
Arcadia Bay?
I still have a million questions about what's happening to Arcadia Bay.
That must be why Miss Gant says you're one of her favorite students at Blackwell.
I keep thinking that Rachel Amber has a few answers. If we can find her.
If Rachel wants to be found.
Do you think she's alive?
She'll always be alive in our hearts. Sometimes that's all we have left.
But...
Max, all I can tell you is to stay on your path and you'll find what you're looking for. Rachel Amber is waiting too.
Even though Miss Grant likes me, I have zero science skills to explain that eclipse.
As I was just saying to her, that's because science has no explanation. Well, no offense to Miss Grant here, but this is just the beginning.
Beginning of what? Or how do you know? How do you know?
How do you know that? I'm genuinely curious.
You just have to open your eyes. Then, you can see what's coming. That's why I can sense something bigger is coming to Arcadia Bay. And Max, I don't like it at all.
I'd rather be in her class than the Vortex Club.
Yes, you would. Rachel saw right through them.
She's not the only one.
Nobody should be trapped in the Vortex Club. Get out now, Max, while time is on your side.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I better get going now.
Can we take a picture of the squirrel?
I'm very worried.
Arcadia Bay is scared too.
How would you like a partner for a quick photo op?
Not to mention poor Kate Marsh.
We all need to look out for each other
There's another squirrel.
Did you think you could hide from Max Caulfield, squirrel paparazzi?
Can I get more food?
That's so ironic that Warren asked Max to the drive-in.
Is that ironic? Oh. Is this the thing I'm taking pictures of? Because it looks like a pile of rocks.
Okay, where did these rocks come from? This is too Blair Witch for me.
Can I take a picture from a different angle? Yeah.
One photo. For posterity.
Okay, so that's one. I keep fucking doing that. No, that one, Tankle. So that's that one. So I need to find a nest. Okay. Oh, okay, so I want to get food so I can take pictures of the square.
That's so ironic that Warren asked Max to the drive-in.
Hey, Brooke. How are you?
I'm here as usual. By the way, thanks for helping Kate down. Are you okay?
Nathan.
I need to find Nathan. Have you seen him around?
Ask Warren. I mean, you're going to the movies with him and everything.
Okay, Brooke. But right now I'm trying to find Nathan.
Warren's not good enough for you? Okay. I saw Nathan pissed and walking off campus earlier. Good luck getting that date, Max.
Such a dick. I don't care.
I have to go. Talk later, Brooke.
Oh, the boy that I like likes you, and that makes you a bitch. Sick of that stupid fucking narrative. It's not my fault, even though I've never told him that I like him or anything of that nature. Can we ask Samuel about
Hello,
the
Max.
squirrel?
Samuel misses
Thanks
his
again for
squirrels.
helping me fight the power.
Get that food in your belly.
Now can I take a picture? Ah ha ha. Oh, they're so cute. They've done a really good job of recreating squirrels with the little twitchy heads and little sniffy noses. There's little piles of leaves all over the place. Make art, not war. Where is this nest tonight? I need to find this bloody nest. I wanna take a picture for achievements. Blah 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 blah. Achievements. Oh, hang on. I guess if I talk to Brooke about the drone, I can see where the nest is.
Back again, Brooke.
Are you sure you're all right?
I might feel better taking your drone for a quick flight.
Miss Grant finally gave up and let me fly her again.
Yay.
But you're going to the drive-in with Warren, so you don't have time to fly my drone.
Really? I can't fly your drone because I'm going to see ape movies with Warren?
You are perceptive, Max. Now, excuse me. My drone needs me.
Oh, so if I'd have said no to going to the movies with him, she'd have been my friend?
That's so ironic that Warren asked Max to be right.
Life is not strange. Life is hard. That's what life is. Oh, hang on. Take a picture of the board. Nope. Yeah. Okay, time to speak.
I can tell that Justin is really into Chloe.
Oh, I see.
Coast is clear. It would be so cool if you and me were going to school here together.
But now you can have Mr. Jefferson
See
all
the
to
meme on the
yourself.
wall?
Ah, you suck.
Why you know?
Now let's get into Blackwell Ninja mode.
Or is that the Como Esta?
It's so lame they don't have co-ed dorms here.
Yes, because I want Nathan Prescott in the room next door.
Good point.
I don't think the
Wait
boys on
here.
there either as well.
Give me the signal if Nathan or anybody shows up.
I won't let you down, Batmax.
Okay,
Now
cool.
I just have to find Nathan's room. Who needs a dorm map anyway? At least I can see that Nathan isn't in room 106 or 108.
Cool. Supermax. In case you still need it, Nathan's room number is 111. You are so awesome, thank you. I love that you bring out the rebel in me. You already are a rebel, trust me, always. And please, please be careful, promise? Of course. I'll keep you posted, I know you will. Wave! His room number is 111. But we're gonna snoop anyway.
Kate brings it. So, room 111 is the magic number. Evan. Of course. That's why no shits were given. Evan rolls. Apparently Logan missed this poster.
Okay.
Oh, why, hello, Trevor. And Dana. Are toilet paper wars mandatory in the dorms?
Is there a nest out here? Oh. Oh. Photo.
Every photographer should have one blurry Bigfoot shot.
What? Oh, that's the footprints off in the distance. I didn't even see that that was footprints. I just looked out the window because I thought I would find a nest. Okay.
Even after Kate, nobody here learned anything about bullying.
Can we clean it?
Sharks. At least nobody messed with the Kate portrait.
Come on, let us, Max, clean it and make it say something nice.
Zach or Logan? Who knows? Bro's got a bro.
Bro's got a bro. Yeah, that's all Nathan, so let's...
Ugh, skunk weed and video games. I sense Hayden is near.
Mm-hmm.
This just makes me think of Kate.
For the victim of bullying, you're not alone. Come join a monthly support discussion group.
Hello, Warren's room. Hawking and him make a good team.
Right.
I can have a little fun with Warren for a change. I mean, he's the one who wants to go ape. And sometimes you have to take a chance and see what happens.
What's it say? Are you made of copper and tellurium because you're cute?
Poor Warren. This is the work of Nathan. He's so lucky I'm a pacifist.
What a prick. Who's this?
Looks like one of the jocks did care about Kate.
She'd never see that. So, what was the point?
Oh, you Bigfoots. This can only be Nathan's room.
The Prescott's rule this town. What a dick. Okay, here we go. Time to be spooked out. Wow. 0 fucks given. Go for it, Max. Okay.
Now I need to find Nathan's phone. Or I really hope they were all consenting models.
I assumed they were. Max, now that David is not here, I need Chloe to step up and stop acting out so much. That won't happen if you and her are getting mixed up in illegal crap like breaking into Blackwell at night. Ah, shit. I know it happens, so don't bother to defend or explain. I hoped you would get her back on the right track, but it looks like she's getting stuck again. You could be such a good influence on her. Unless you both want to play bad, but she can't keep blaming David now. I'm sorry, Joyce. Even I get into shenanigans, but I'm trying to be good influence on Chloe. I know, Max. I forget you're still teenage adults. Okay, cool. Draw.
That is so Chloe.
Hey, asshole, we need to talk or I'm going to tell everyone what you did, and you're going to pay, motherfucker.
Oh my god. Chloe.
Jeez.
Chloe.
Is that when he drugged her?
Whale songs? Maybe this is the only soothing thing Nathan ever hears. That must be the lamp Chloe broke when Nathan drugged her. I don't think one book can guide the Prescotts.
A teen parent guide to anger management, rage on.
Damn, Nathan. That's a nice shot. If only all your energy went into photography. It's so damn creepy, but the guy has his own style.
Projections and shit.
That monochrome camera is brand new and cost about $6 grand. Bastard.
This is like the reason he's
I
so
thought
fucked
Victoria had the photo bling, but once again, the Prescotts rule. That's so cute and ironic. I can't believe Nathan still has it around.
That's so cute. Prescription pills?
I don't think this prescription has helped Nathan.
Me either. Either he's not taking it or it's not right.
I'd cry too if I had him for a father and had to wear that suit.
Oh, baby Nathan.
Let's see what Nathan hides in here.
Yeah,
Nathan is way into this party. Bad sign.
To Victoria, hey gorgeous, let me know what you're wearing to the Vortex this week so I can wear something just as stylish and inexpensive. I'm psyched about going and I'm picking up some serious party favors. I even told my dad to keep the pigs away from Blackwell so we can get wrecked without hassle. If we're going to have an end of the world theme, then let's do it fucking on point, right?
Bastard. Now I remember why I hate you. And why Kate will get justice.
Vortex Club, October 2013, party hard, Kate's gone wild. Dick.
Oh man. Sean Prescott might be Nathan's real problem.
Nate, I know this has been a stressful week and your mother and I are here to talk if need be. Just make an appointment anytime. Your mother wants Dr. Bill to come out after this book tour. But for now, let's stick to your prescriptions. I need you to calm and quiet while Panastate is being developed. I know being a Prescott is a burden and I'll guide you into this room step by step, as did my father. It was hard for me when my dad opened my eyes to our destiny, but you'll thank me someday. Don't worry about Blackwell. This shithole town is going to get an enema along with a fresh brand. I want you to be ready to take over, and the moment is right. Don't fuck it up, son. Your father.
Too bad Nathan isn't more like his sister. She sounds awesome.
Oh.
Nathan is... Oh, man. Too bad Nathan isn't more like his sister. She sounds awesome.
Tudo bem.
And far away.
From Brazil, little brother. It's been too long since I've heard from you, so please let me know what's going on in your exciting scholastic life at Blackwell. I bragged to all my co-workers in the Peace Corps that my talented bro Nate got a full scholarship to one of the best art schools in the world. Even though I can't always check my mail or phone, please, please, please send me new photos of campus so I can live vicarious through your lens. I miss you and your pictures. And yes, Mother told me you've been in trouble and Father has been on your ass. But you have to either ignore him or stand up to him. You know I love Dad, Nate, but I'm also in a jungle halfway across the world because of him. He's a bully who inherited power, not wisdom. And the only way to win against one is to fight back. Don't let him change you into one just for the family legacy. End of lecture. You're at school, so I wanted to make sure you feel at home. Back to the mangrove. Sending out good thoughts. Right back, or I'll have a Jaguar shipped to your dorm. Was there more?
Nathan is... Too bad Nathan...
Yes,
Nathan sure needs diet pills. This is strong stuff.
Extreme diet suppressant. Is that what he's cutting his other drugs with? Manual.
Holy shit. That's the gun Nathan used on Chloe. A gift from... Nathan likes his tortured subjects way too much. These films all have a dark pattern.
Oh dear. I still haven't found his phone.
That looks like a totally fun show. Even Nathan has a light side.
Let's look.
Damn, Nathan. It's so damn creepy, but the guy has his own style. What the hell are all those marks on the floor?
Couch move.
Let's find out what you're hiding.
Oh.
Oh yes, little phone. You are mine now.
I love how she was searching his room for his phone. But
now I have Nathan's phone, so I can show it to Chloe. Well, before Nathan comes back.
Because people normally take their phones with them to places. Like, shall we fix the lock on his door? Oh, yeah, keep going. I want to fix his lock. Go back, keep going. Hey, handsome, I'll be right in. Oh. I still want to have written on his board, though. Okay, so I haven't broke the lock yet. So his door's still locked. And there you go. So we did say the cute thing.
Damn, Max, you're finally back. I got worried. So what did you find?
His room was clean and creepy. Check this out.
Boom, Nathan. We got you by the balls, fucker.
Can we leave now so that he doesn't... Well, there we go.
What are you doing in my dorm? You're such a nosy bitch, Max.
Stop right there, Nathan.
Make me, ho.
Is that Warren?
Max, I got this. Get the fuck out of my face.
Fuck, Warren. Badass.
You are so fucking dead!
Jesus, Jesus. Take the gun, take the gun, take the gun, take the gun. Stop, Warren. Let's not let him beat Nathan to death.
Warren, stop it! Come on.
Oh, my head. Why are y'all looking at me like that, huh? You and you're all dead!
Let's go, now!
Plus, my dad is on his way. You're all fucked. He owns you.
Fuck.
Even if Nathan definitely deserved a beating, we should try to be better than that.
Yeah. So the only thing I can go back and rewind is if we let Warren beat the shit out of Nathan or not.
Damn, that was intense. Warren, thank you so much.
For what?
For headbutting Nathan Prescott. That was awesome.
I don't know. I almost went crazy there. Like Nathan.
You're not anything like him.
Good to know. So where are you going? I better stick with you guys. Just in case you need me to get my Hulk on again. Or should I call the cops on Nathan?
No police. Not yet. So maybe you better,
Warren, me and Max have to do this on our own. No offense.
It's cool. Whatever I can do to help.
What you can do is find out anything you can about Nathan's father.
I'm on it. Between the snow and eclipse, I'm assuming the apocalypse is around the corner.
And thank you. Seriously. I'll call you later.
You better. I'm feeling pretty alpha now.
Yes, you are.
Man, that guy is so fucking in love with you.
I know.
He really did give a serious beatdown to Nathan.
It was a little scary to watch him do that.
Now let's make a date with Frank.
Will he even answer you?
Frank always answers when he wants money. Like I said, Frank wants to see me right now.
Let's not keep him waiting.
Next part of the mission. Oh shit, them poor whales.
I hate seeing those poor whales like that.
Me too. I just think of their families in the ocean out there looking for them. Well, that asshole's gonna help us find Rachel. You know what would be great? If I still had a gun.
Yes, the chance for gunplay would just about even the odds here.
Frank would scare better. He's a pussy. Besides, if I take him out, you can just rewind.
Chloe, do not count on my rewind. Seriously. After Kate, I feel like every time I do, it might be the last.
There's no way we could have guessed this is what would happen to us when we grew up.
I'm looking forward to the day when we can just go on a road trip to Portland.
Fuck yeah. You, me, and Rachel.
Absolutely. So let's play this cool, okay? Just pay Frank his money, and then we can get that code for the book from him. That's all.
Got it. No dicking around.
Let's roll.
Let's do this, Chloe.